to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kop-Ish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gell. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Yes, people. Good afternoon, good evening, maybe even good morning, wherever you're watching around the world. Hope you are all good and well. Welcome to the end of the month, Kopish Calling Show. Big up your damn selves. I've got a special guest host with me today. You already know who it is. No introductions needed. My boy Ram, what's going on, G?
I'm good, bro. Last Kopish calling, we had an amazing June. I'll tell you what, this July, I think we've gone one better, bro. We've gone one better. I'm looking forward to the people coming through and chopping up what we're going to talk about, especially with Mr. Alexander Isach, who looks like he's going to join Liverpool drift.
Yes, I'm sure we will talk about it. In fact, we can have a little quick discussion before they bring the people in, actually. Just want to let everyone know as well, apologies for earlier on today, guys. I know we had a show scheduled that didn't happen. That was down to me. Just been a little bit ill today, guys. So, yeah, just needed to rest up during the day. I'm feeling a bit better now. Well enough to do the show. But it won't be a long show today because I'm still feeling a bit weak. But, yeah, that was my bad. So, earlier on today, guys, the show being cancelled on me. Apologies for anyone who's looking forward to that. And, yeah, we will also be doing the game in the morning as well, guys. So make sure you're there. The Liverpool friendly, the first game on the tour. So yeah, man. Let's start watching some of these new stars that we got. But yeah, apologies for earlier on. That was on me, guys. But yeah, we're here now, and let's get the party started. So I will definitely be keeping the timer on as well, guys, to make sure we do get everyone on, because we're not going to be doing a 3-hour show tonight. That's for sure. Not as tired as I am right now. No way. Absolutely no way. But I do want to make sure that everybody gets to come on. So let me just get a little timer ready for everyone, and then we'll be ready to go. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, before we start, bro, Would you wanna add to what's already been spectacularly spoken about with this whole Isach thing? How you feeling? Are we a day without any more news? Is it worrying? Is it just part of the anticipation? What we saying, bro?
I see the chat right now. Hashtag both of them. I tell you what, yeah. This is how big boys move. I'll tell you that, Drifty. I know, Drifty, you are a bit upset that we got EkitK. You thought it would be the end of it. We won't get Isach. We told Newcastle, look, okay, cool. You're not willing to budge on Isach. We'll go and get EkitK. And we may come back later. And do you know what happened? Isach ends up telling them, I want to leave. What do we do best? We've already spoken to Isach. We've already had the conversations down. We already planted the seed in his head, and his head was already turned. And you know what? When you do business, Drifty, if you disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you back. So I'm going to take your striker, and I'm going to take your number one target. So you can go and get Šeško instead. That's how big boys move. We came in with respect. They slapped us in the face, so we go and slap them back. I love how we're moving in this window. I've been waiting for this for such a long time. And now that I'm getting to see it, nothing can stop us. Nothing can stop us. You can't ask anything more like this, Drifty, man. You can't.
Yeah, you can't, my bro. I don't even. Do you know what's crazy, bro? Yeah, when I think about this whole Isach situation, it's kind of mad because I don't really know how the relationship with Newcastle is going to be after what we did. Like, it's a bit of a confusing one, isn't it? And what I hope is that Newcastle don't dig their heels in to the point where it becomes messy. But I will get why they would do that, because we're talking about their star player, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I just hope it doesn't get messy. Big up Ben Jacobs. He was on I think it was Grizz's channel, Big Up Grizz, and he was basically explaining that in the world of football, no team really ever gets offended by another team because they just know that's how the game goes. So us fans will get a little bit more paranoid or worried or upset when we see these type of things. But the clubs just know what it is. It's normal in that world. So Newcastle aren't exactly going to hold a grudge against us or be angry. I hope that's true. That's a professional journalist telling us. So I'm going to take his word for it. I'm not going to say that he's wrong. It just seems hard to believe Newcastle wouldn't be annoyed, innit? Like when you actually just look at it from a pure normal perspective, you think, so you wanted a player, we stole that player, and now we're going to take your player as well? You can't help but think that they would be offended by that. Do you get what I mean? It's like, I don't get a world where they can't. I know it's business and you shouldn't take business personal, but I can't imagine a world where they're going to make it easy for us regardless, right? You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's a different one.
The thing I say, Drift, right? We came in wanting, with no ill intention. We came in, we'll be like, we want Isach. Isach's our first choice. I guarantee you, we went in with the thought of, we're not going to get EkitK. We'll try so hard for Isach. EkitK was already on our books. When Newcastle put the news out there looking at EkitK as well, that's when we're like, look, if they're not going to budge, we'll just get EkitK. But we already spoke to Isach. We've already had conversation with him. And we didn't, even though we like to say we instigated it, at the end of the day, the player put in a transfer request. So we didn't do anything. We just spoke to the player and be like, look, we really like you. I think you'd be a great fit for us. You're one of the best strikers in the league. We'll happily pay you the amount that you want. And we'll try and accommodate you in any way, shape, or form. We did all that stuff. At the end of the day, it's down to the player. The player was like, I'm not going to get my move if I don't push. So he ended up putting the transfer request. So at the end of the day, we didn't do anything. Categorically, we didn't do anything. But it's the player that instigated it. And Newcastle know, once the player is unhappy and he doesn't want to, and he wants to leave, they have no choice. That's how football works. We had the same thing with Trent. It's going to be the same thing with them. But they're going to get a nice fee for him. They're going to get about £150 million for him. So they will have enough money to reinvest in the squad. So
let me let you lot all know about a little theory that I have that could be the complete opposite. It's not a conspiracy theory, but I've just been trying to make sense of it all in my mind, right? What if, because we're brethren with them, like obviously how close Hughes, Edwards and Howe are, right? Like they're very close. They've known each other for like 10, 15 years, right? So they're actually really good friends. So knowing you wouldn't really disrespect your friend, what if this is part of Newcastle's plan to not look bad in regards to, what if they knew EkitK always wanted Liverpool and they didn't want to be rejected anymore because they've had about 3 or 4 rejections so far, right? It's been quite bad for Newcastle. Let's keep it a buck. They've been James Trafford has rejected them and he's going to City. João Pedro rejected them and he's gone to Chelsea. And Buemo rejected them and he's gone to Man United. Delap rejected them and he's gone to Chelsea. Like, it's been quite bad for Newcastle so far, bro. Like, they've some high-profile rejections so far, do you know what I mean? Which is really making them struggle to look good. What if it was part of some, like, master plan to get Liverpool to take EkitK and make it look like that's the reason why they didn't get him, so that their team doesn't look weak still in public? I know that's like a far-fetched conspiracy thing, but I'm like, could it have been part of the plan? All right, I tell you what, you guys go and get EkitK, and then it doesn't look like we got another rejection because we're sick of these rejections out here because it's making us look really bad.
I don't know. I hear.
I don't think that's what it is, but I'm just trying to make a little bit of sense as to why that whole situation happened and are Newcastle trying to save face after all of these rejections? Because it ain't looking good for them, you know. It's not looking good. Like, if you was a Newcastle fan right now, wouldn't you be terrified about what the future holds if you've got all these players rejecting you? And in a year where you're supposed to grow, you're actually going backwards.
I hear where you're coming from. Do you know where this conspiracy may not work? If they end up getting Šeško for say 60 to 70 million, there's your PR right there. We ended up getting Šeško on a cheaper deal than what Arsenal were quoted and what Liverpool were quoted. So in terms of the EkitK stuff, I think whatever PR that we all knew, they stood their ground with Isach, but the player decided to put in a transfer request. I don't think there's any way to come back from that. The only way I can guarantee you that they can save face in the media is whether they get a cut price deal on Šeško and whether they get Ollie Watkins as well, which is doable. It's definitely doable.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Because I was just thinking, like, what if we spoke to them and we were like, and when I say we, I mean like Hughes, obviously talking to his boy, Eddie Howe, and he's like, I tell you what, bro, you go for Isach. You go for EkitK, because we already know Isach wants to go to you, right? Because remember, they probably had these discussions. So at this point, they probably know Isach wants Liverpool. It just hasn't been public yet, right? So maybe like we were like, Eddie Howe was like, yo, let us go for EkitK first, bro. See Wagwan, then we'll talk afterwards. They go, they get rejected. And then it's like, I tell you what, I beg you, spin it and you go and get him. And then it doesn't look like we got rejected. It looks like he just picked you. So this whole like, and then we'll figure out a way to get you Isach afterwards. Do you know what I mean? Like, but for now, just don't make it look like we got another rejection. Again, this is just me, spitballing a whole load of different ideas in my mind as to, but this Newcastle situation's not good. It don't look good for them. It doesn't look good for them. If they can't get Šeško over the line,
then it's a big problem.
Do you know what I mean? That is a major problem if Newcastle can't do that.
They need to get a striker. It's no negotiable. They need to go in and get a striker. Whether it's a stopgap or anybody, because look, if they lose Isach, they lost Callum Wilson, that's 2 strikers gone. I don't think they have anybody else.
I don't think they do, no.
What, are we going to see another season of Joe Linton up top?
No.
They need to get a striker in ASAP, Rocky, man.
Yeah.
We could give them news.
Do you know what? Big up Leslie. I forgot that Klopp was at RB. Oh, is it a 4D chess move?
I don't know about that, the drift.
No, but surely he'll look out for them to make sure Liverpool get Isach.
Possibly. Mike M might have a good point. They might go in for Vlahovic.
That is a good point, you know. And what about this talk of Nunes maybe going to Newcastle? Have you heard some people saying that Newcastle are actually legit interested in Nunes?
I don't know if it's true, but the possibility will be there. You know what I mean?
Or Nunes to Leipzig to replace Šeško. There's a lot of pieces that could be moved around here.
That is also a possibility. That is a very good possibility. Nunes can go to Leipzig.
Yeah, if they get 65 mil for Šeško, they can just give us 50 of that for Nunes, right?
Absolutely. You know whoever that is, I haven't thought about that, but it works well. It works for what they want as well, because, like, at the end of the day, Nunes is pace and power. He's pace and power. He would fit the Bundesliga perfectly, man. He would enjoy it. He would love football. So,
yeah, and I definitely think he would do well in the German league. It's crazy, man. There's a lot going on around it, but I'm excited. I'm not gonna get head over heels right now, because I haven't seen that piece of news that's just like fully set me off. But it does look very, very positive right now. It does. It looks very, very good. It looks very, very positive.
Absolutely.
Emil's saying 50 mil. No, we need at least 75. Come on, bro. We can't pay, 69 up front we paid. I'm not sure we've paid any of the add-ons. We can't pay 69 mil for him, think he's not good enough for us, and then ask teams to pay what we got. Do you get what I mean? Like, that wouldn't make no sense whatsoever. Like, why are you selling your car, bro? It doesn't start every morning. How much do you want for it? The same amount I paid. It's like, come on, bro. There's no way, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta slash that price, man. You gotta slash that price. That person might have to spend money getting a car fixed now. Do you know what I mean? You can't ask for the same amount. So I don't know. I think 50 mil would be a good price for Nunes, especially like, you know, I think he's worth that much. I know most of our fan base don't, but I actually think he's a good player. I think he's valuable and I think he's worth it. But a lot of clubs will probably look at, well, if Liverpool don't want him, then we can't be paying like almost what they paid for him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Apart from Saudi, because Saudi know they got to pay a bit extra to convince people to go. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I mean, there was a comment saying that we got offered 75 million by Saudi, and we rejected it. We're not going to drop on 50. We're not going to drop to 50. Unfortunately, Nunes doesn't want to go to Saudi. I think he personally rejected the offer at all. He doesn't want to go there at all. He wants to stay in Europe and play at the highest level, because obviously World Cup here, he may think if he goes to Saudi, he won't get a look in for the Uruguay team. So
yeah. And also we don't want to we wanted to win the league. And remember that offer was during January. And I got to be honest with you, I'm glad the club said no, because if you look at some of the important games that we played, Brentford game is one of the main ones. Yeah. Nunes got the brace. Like, if we didn't have Nunes in that moment, who knows? Do you know what I mean? So when you're trying to win the league, you got to keep all your players around, right? It makes more sense to keep your best players around when you're trying to win the league rather than to sacrifice. Because I'm sure they knew they'd be able to get some money for Nunes come the summer, right? So, like, you know what I mean? It ain't the worst thing in the world to lose maybe 10, 20 mil on his value to keep him for the rest of the season to make sure you win the league, get over the line. And then, you know, it was the prize money in winning the league was worth more than losing 10, 15 mil worth of transfer money. So I think it was a good thing that they did it. But we'll see. We'll see. We also got this Diaz stuff, bro. It does look like Bayern Munich are going to come back in again. I'm not sure if it will be enough, but would you accept it if it is 62 to 65 mil English is what it is reported it is going to be on their next offer, around 70 million euros? Would you take that for Diaz?
You know me, Drifty. I'll try and squeeze every last ounce out. Every last.
Do you think Bayern Munich are rich enough to afford more, and they're being cheap, or do you think that it's they actually don't have a lot of money? Would you actually think the situation is?
Bayern is. I don't know if you know this, Drift. Bayern is the most. Bayern Munich brings in the most revenue out of any club in Europe.
Oh, do they?
Sales. They are the highest.
Yeah.
Because they've got a big, massive deal with Adidas. Like them and Adidas, I think they've got the best deal for Adidas than any other club in Europe, better than Real Madrid.
Well, that makes sense because Adidas is German. So that makes sense. Like, if I'm not mistaken, isn't this the first time the German national team's not going to be sponsored by Adidas in their history or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's Nike is sponsoring them.
Nike, which must be really like, Adidas must be really livid about that one. Still, like, they must be really mad about it.
But yeah, it's Bayern Munich have money. It's the fact that they're trying to sign. They got a lot of work to do. They need to sign and they're going to try a striker. They're going to sign a left winger. They need to sign a centre back. Then they got to do a lot of work. They have money, but they're trying to be shrewd with it. They're trying to be shrewd with their money, which is understandable. But look, at the end of the day, 80. I think if it's 80 million euros, then that's the best that we can do. Then yeah, I think we will just have to take it because the Diaz wants to leave, unfortunately. So what can we do?
Yeah, I hear you on that one. I hear you. Couple of supers before we bring the people in. Big up John, as always, says big up Jiff and Ram. Hope you feel better soon. Appreciate that, my G. John is a real one. Like, John really is a real one, man. Big up yourself, John. Appreciate the support always. Big up Lee. Says pay your subs and hit that like button. Appreciate that, my bro. Big up yourself, Lee. Yeah, people, please make sure you get that like button. Smash subscribe if you're new. Remember, guys, I was letting you know by the end of the month, we will be making it subscriber only in the chat forever. So there'll be no longer a chance to chat with everyone if you're not a subscriber. So make sure you get those. You hit that subscribe button, people. Big up Lido. Big up Red Indian, says Drift. I told you to wait if he travels with Newcastle. You did, bro. You said, nah, he's staying. Hatto to say it, but I also hate to say it. No, I thought I said Hatto because I'm so pissed he's going Chelsea. I'm so pissed he's going Chelsea, bro. Hate to say it, but I told you so. Red Indian, you can tell me you told you so if it means Liverpool get Isaac every day for the rest of the year, bro, if you want.
People don't understand Drift, yeah. As soon as I heard the new Isaac news, the first thing I did was dial up your phone being like, Drifty, you
did, bro. You did. Yeah, you did.
Gotta hear this, man. I was like, yo.
Yeah, and I looked and I was like, oh shit, Ram messaged me and he called me. What's up? I knew something was up, bro. You know what I mean? And then when I saw the Isaac news, I was like, oh yeah, that's why Ram was calling me, definitely.
Yeah,
100%, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, that's definitely why he's calling me. But yeah, that man, it's crazy. I can't believe it, man. But again, I do believe it's happening, but I'm just trying to keep myself just a bit grounded until a little bit more news breaks that will, you know what I mean? That will just give me that, okay, here we go kind of thing, you know?
I know Kall ain't here, and it's a bit rude for me to talk about the Kall curse when he's not here. But even I know how powerful the Kall curse is, but bro, the drifty luck in terms of tries,
the drift manifest.
It's mad.
It's like, you know, it's so crazy, bro, because so many people hit me up on the social and they're like, Drift, get manifesting on this, bro. Get manifest. I'm on it. I'm on it, boys. I'm on it. Do you know what I mean? Trying to do my best.
The rage manifesting because we didn't get Isaac and we got EkitK from you. Now made us get Isaac as well, man.
Yeah,
I tell you, that's the strongest
thing. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I might have, you know what I mean? I might have, because I was so angry. I was like, no, Isaac, no, don't get me started. Don't get me started. I was like, nah, this can't be. I was so annoyed. So you know what I mean? Maybe.
I'm from Branya, I like that. The gift of drift. The gift of drift. We'll start calling that from now on. The gift of drift.
I'm trying my best, people. I'm trying my best. I'm fighting all curses, all the Geordies are on me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm fighting everyone. I'm trying to get it done, though, people. I'm trying to get it done. It's worked in the past, so I'm just trying to get, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get it on. Because I remember when I sat down with them, man, and they were like, nah, this vert stuff, man, it's not happening. I was like, guys, believe. I just had a good feeling. I remember I was in the car, and I remember them lot was talking. Hassan was on the show. Tom was on the show. Them lot was talking. I just jumped in. I was like, nah, it's happening, boys. I can just feel it. This one feels different. Do you know what I mean? This don't feel like the normal we're going for a big player. This one feels different. And lo and behold, within what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks? Look who's in the Liverpool shirt right now, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know what I mean? It's and I'm not even gonna lie, this vert stuff, because of us winning the number 9, I think it's a little bit been pushed to the side. But once that first game of the season starts and he starts cooking it up, bro, it's going to be crazy how much we're going to realize, bro, we got Florian. I totally, like, how did I forget? Like, even though we want Isaac, EkitK is our bad boy signing. The King's already here. We know that. But, like, this vert signing, I think this could be the absolute game changer right there. That's the Ronaldinho to Barcelona, right? That's the David Silva. That's the David Silva to Man City's dominance, right? That's the, you know, that moment where you get that player and you're like, it's the Kevin De Bruyne to the Man City dominance, isn't it? It's that player where you go, nah, he's the reason why we know we're gonna win this game or we're gonna like get over the line. Do you know what I mean? This guy right here, added to the King. You know, hey, Hurling's right. It Cantona to Man U. You know that. The thing is, I don't want to go too far because we've had Mo this whole time. And Mo is Cantona. Mo is De Bruyne. But yeah, I'm talking about in that 10 position, though. That attacking midfielder, the creative one, the one who can open the door when everybody else can't. That, do you know what I mean? That guy right there in that 10.
Wait, Drift, can I go a bit further? Dennis Bergkamp. He's our Dennis Bergkamp.
He's our Dennis Bergkamp to the Invincibles, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just, you know, you just look sometimes and you think that right there might be the turning point when everyone realized that's when you couldn't fuck with Liverpool no more. That moment there when they got Florian and it was like, oh no, you can't fuck with them no more. That's it.
We signed the best 10 in the league. He automatically becomes the best 10 in the league. Don't give me no Palmer. Don't give me no Erdegaard. Don't give me no random player. It is him. He is the best 10 in the league.
I'm not gonna lie though. Palmer's that guy though.
Yeah, Palmer's that guy.
Palmer's that dude. I'm not gonna lie. Palmer is that, bro. If it wasn't for Florian, I would want Palmer at Liverpool. That's the only other number 10 that I would want at Liverpool. Palmer's cold. I can't lie, bro.
Drift. You gotta let agendas gen, bro. You gotta let
No. Verts is better. But Palmer's cold though. That's you know what I mean. Like I would never. Yeah, he's cold. I would never dump on Palmer. But Verts is better. I agree with you. Verts is better. It's just Palmer's that guy. I can't even lie. I do like Palmer. But yeah, I said a couple more supers before we start. Big up yourself, Adam, as always, loving that DP right there. So big up Drift. I think EkitK is a great signing, but will sign Isach as well, affect his development, even though he's 23. Also, do you think there's a good chance of us getting Rodrigo? You'll never LFC for life. Big up yourself as always, Adam. Do you know what? I would probably say it won't affect EkitK because I think there's enough minutes to go around. And if anything, I think it might take a little bit of pressure off EkitK. Because if you come to Liverpool and you have to be the leading 9, but you've never played in the league, could be a bit much. We saw it happen to Nunes. I don't actually think it's ability with Nunes. I think it's the ability in terms of like technical, whatever. I think it was the ability to cope with the pressure that comes with being Liverpool. Because I do think Nunes is going to go somewhere else and play well. So maybe having Isach there to take that pressure as well. Because Isak's ready for that pressure. You can see Isach wants that pressure. You know, some players live for that pressure. Isach lives for that pressure. So I don't think Isach will have an issue dealing with that. But I don't know what you think, bro.
Shall I tell you this? I wanted to tell you this about EkitK when we signed him, but I knew you wouldn't take it well. I see so much of Sturridge in EkitK. I truly do.
Okay.
The only thing that limits him is his finishing, because Sturridge was a cold finisher. Like that guy, that left foot he had, that's going to the back of the net 9 times out of 10.
Facts.
But the directness, the ability, the speed, the dribbling ability as well, it reminds me of Sturridge when he was at Chelsea. Like he was just so quick, but so direct at the same time. I think he will start off as a left winger. But when he starts to develop, when he starts to get a good understanding of our system, he will start to transition to a striker role. When Isach is no longer, or if Isach has injury problems, or if Isach doesn't hit the heights as we think he's going to do, he'll slot in. A lot of people have been saying he's a little bit like Bobby. I think the close control and everything like that, I hear it, but it's Sturridge for me, man. I
see where both are coming from in terms of the comparison. I think a lot of people forget that before the injuries started to hit up Sturridge, his dribbling and his ability to take players on was second to none. It was only the injuries when you could. Yeah. Now, do you remember the Bolton Sturridge, bro? Do you remember when he went on loan to Bolton? Yeah. Sturridge was cooking the shit out of people when he went to Bolton, bro. He was electric. I think people forget that he had that ability to get past players. He had the skill. It's just his body couldn't keep up in it, and then he had to redefine his game. Then he just became a gunman, which was perfect because he was bagging goals for us. But then his body really broke down, and then it just, you know what I mean, unfortunately. Didn't Sturridge end up having to retire by like 31 as well because his body just couldn't do it anymore? So
33. His body couldn't cope. Yeah. I think when he had that one season with Klopp, I think his body broke down.
Yeah, well, remember, Sturridge actually did that shady comment when he was like, I think he doesn't really know how to play through the pain. Yeah. But it was like, no, but bro, sometimes if you're in pain, you're just in pain, innit? Do you know what I mean? It's just one of them things. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Daniel Sturridge is definitely one of those players that I look at and I say, if you could have blessed him with like Messi or Suarez level of fitness, where for like 95% of their career they were fit, healthy, and were able to play, Daniel Sturridge would unquestionably be one of the greatest strikers that we'd ever seen in this league, without a shadow of a doubt. He was a supreme talent. What a player Daniel Sturridge was. Yeah, he was absolutely supreme. It's just a shame.
Remember that goal in the Europa League final?
Oh, that was...
Oh, my days.
Well, his chip against Fulham defied physics. Do you remember when he chipped the goalkeeper against Fulham from the edge of the box?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I remember watching, I was like, how the fuck did he do that?
Didn't
How
he?
did he even think to do that?
Didn't he do like a chip volley against Everton? Like the ball was like was coming down from the air, and he lets it drop and half volley chips it over Tim Howard.
I think we beat them 4-0 or 4-1
Yeah.
that game. Or like that. Yeah, Sturridge was special, man. He really was. And even for England, the way he would have banged for England if he hadn't have been injury prone. Do you know what I mean? Do I think we can get Rodrigo? That's where I think we're being a bit too greedy. Don't get me wrong, it'd be the perfect scenario, but I look at it and I think I don't know. I personally think EkitK is going to cover the whole front line, so I think we could see him playing wide left. We've got Gakpo there already.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to roll out with Rio as third choice, bro. I'm seeing Rio in training and he's becoming a man now. He's growing. He's getting bigger, stronger. He's got no respect in a good way for adults. So he'll take you on. He's not going to be timid or shy.
He's very hard to get the ball. He's like, you try to bully him, he won't budge.
You can't get him off the ball. He's very strong for an 18-year-old. Do you know what I mean? So I'm ready to roll with Rio as third choice. I've got to be honest. Would I take Rodrigo? Of course. But I think Rio's ready to set the world on fire. So I'm all right with him being the third choice. I can't lie.
I think Rodrigo, the wages will be too high. The wages will be too high for him.
Another 300 grand on top of all the players we've already. It's a lot, isn't it?
Nah, it won't work. I don't think it'll be possible. Plus, we need a centre back as well, Drift. People forget.
Yeah. That's why I tweeted out yesterday. If you bring me Isach and Gehi, there's nothing left you have to do. There's nothing left you have to do. Rio back up for the left wing. Let the youngsters shine. There's nothing else you need to do. The only thing that can make that better is Baleba or Wharton. And I know that's asking for too much. Even I know that is asking for too much.
That is greed. That is greed. That is just straight greed right there.
That is absolute greed. And you know what? I'm hoping both stay at Brighton and Crystal Palace respectively. And next summer, we're going to holler at your boy. Next summer, we'll holler at your boy. They'll both still only be 21, 22 next year. Do you know what I mean? Another year's experience in the Prem. Europe experience for Crystal for Wharton because it'll be in Europe. Brighton, I don't think Brighton made Europe, did they? I don't think.
Nah, they didn't. They didn't make Europe to this year.
Yeah, both of them will be there. We'll come and collect one of them next season. Do you know what I mean? And then we'll see what's going. Just stay right where you are. Baleba, Wharton, you stay right there. We're gonna holler at your boy next season. But yeah, big up. Jay says, of course I'll be pissed off. Drift, a man walk and take your girl who rejected me and now hands me divorce papers, and then I find out it's the same man.
Worse than that.
That's basically what we did. That is literally what we did. It's crazy.
I'm gonna take a little bit of Monsters thing. We basically were a personal trainer. And we got her in, and she kept us saying, "Got a little bit of back pain here, and I got some pain on my arms as well. Can you do some physiotherapy?" And you get the oil and everything. We start massaging. We start getting a little bit close, and then
little too handsy.
Yeah, man. And all in what's it called? All in their house as well, man. That's how it is.
Them ones there, yeah.
Them ones there, bro. Them ones there.
I know everybody wants me to bring this up. It is actually funny people saying indie bumper. I'm not gonna lie, but the guy's been on point this summer, so we can't even say nothing.
Yeah, I had to hold my hands up.
So this one here from Indy, just literally 1 minute ago, 11 o'clock, he said he was gonna put something out. Alexander Isaac has formally informed Newcastle he wishes to leave the club. Isaac lawyers could submit official written transfer requests to force his dream move to Liverpool. The player is aware that Newcastle are trying to close deals for Benjamin Sesko, and for Johan Wissa. Also, they may actually put in an actual transfer request if Newcastle won't accept the offer.
Usually when you try and maintain ties with the club and with the fans, you don't put in a formal one until it has to be done. What you tell them, look, let me go. I really don't want to. I don't want to stay. I think I've done my time. But if it's the case that the club refused to, that's when you put in a formal transfer request, being like, I want to leave.
And remember, when you put in a transfer request, you actually forfeit all bonuses and signing on fees, if I'm not mistaken. So that's like a a real incentive to let everybody know how much you want the move. Do you know what I mean?
And do you know what affects? Do you know what that transfer form or transfer request affects? His value. His value will go down.
That's true. That's
if a
true.
if a player officially says he is leaving, the value for that club will go down because he is an asset that is not what's the right word for it? Is not conflict of interest. It's where someone won't put 100% into the work. They've already checked out. Like,
Yeah,
they're no
yeah,
longer
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, yeah.
So if they have to, like, if they want to get as much money as possible, they can't let him formally put that transfer request in. So
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. It is better. That makes it get really messy in it when you start dealing with official transfer requests and all that. I'm sure the club will like try and avoid that. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure they will. With depreciation down in tools. Yeah, it's all like, yeah, it's just all like kind of, you know what I mean? It's one of those it's just real sticky rams, right? It just makes the whole situation a little bit weird for Newcastle.
And look, at the end of the day, Isach doesn't want to do that. Isach, I guarantee you, Isach is so grateful for Newcastle for what he's done for his career. Like, obviously, he's won the trophy.
Yeah, I know he loves Newcastle. He does. He just wants his dream move to a club that can win him the big trophies.
He wants to win the big boy trophies now.
He wants to win the big boy trophies. You know what I mean? Like, somebody put out a tweet the other day that was exactly what I've been saying. It was so perfect. Everyone said if Newcastle make the Champions League, it would mean that Isach wouldn't want to leave because he's got Champions League football. Isach's the type of player who doesn't want to play in the Champions League. He wants to win the Champions League. He's not a regular schmo that's just going to be happy he's getting an outing. He wants to be in it because he wants to win it. Do you know what I'm saying? So,
if they weren't in the Champions League, I think it would have cost around about 100 million, not 150. But because they're
maybe 90, you know. If they weren't in Champions League, because remember, they'd have to really get the money because they wouldn't even be getting revenue from the Champions League. So they'd really have to make sure that they sold him. So the price would probably come down to about even 90, maybe, bro, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now they've made it. I think we end up getting him for 120 with 20 mil worth of add-ons. I reckon the whole deal would be worth about 140.
And Drift, he's 25. Right? The guy, if he was 21, I think he would have stayed with Newcastle just to see how things go.
Yeah,
he's 25. He's basically he's heading into the peak years of his career, because that's when like, if you look at Steven Gerrard when he turned 25, he won the Champions League, but he was turning 26. That was when he did West Ham, all that kind of stuff. If you look at the career of an entire player, 25 to 26, where you come into your prime years, you don't have, as an attacker, you don't have a lot of time on your hands. You have about 4 or 5 years max. Then things go downhill straight away. And
you know what? Forwards also know that they live in a world where all they've got to do is have one bad season and nobody wants them anymore. Do you get what I mean? Like, that's the life of a striker, right? You could have look at Vlahovic as an example, bro. A couple years ago, he was the hottest property on the planet. Now people don't even want him for free.
Yeah.
Look how quickly, in like 2 or 3 years, how quickly a whole career can just turn around when you're a striker. So you got to be very... Look at Jovic. You said it the other day. Jovic went Real Madrid as the hottest young talent in the world. Bro, I don't even know where Jovic plays anymore, bro.
That's the thing, man.
Does anybody know where Jovic is?
No, I don't even know.
Evan Ferguson, real talk. People are talking about he was going to be a 100 mil player. What's happened to Ferguson?
He's gone to Roma. He's at Roma
when
now.
You're a striker, your life can change real quick. You know what I mean? So Isak's not a fool. You know what I mean? You can
easily be yesterday's news as a striker.
Easily. Yeah, man. Easily. So, you know what I mean? You got to keep it. Yeah, that, you know, Mr. Dow say, and he is 26 before the season starts, or when the season starts as well. So,
Andrew, look at what happened to Harry Kane. I guarantee you, if he ends his career now, can you tell me that Harry Kane's talent warrants one Bundesliga trophy? That's it.
Nah, it is a travesty, isn't it, that he's only got that one trophy.
That's the thing. And he's 33. Like, he's prolonged his career as much as possible. Some people don't have that time, man, and you got to make the most of it. Like, footballers' career is so short. So You got to understand.
Oh, right. Speak of the devil, Ferguson banged in 4 today, did he? Bloody hell.
Maybe.
Well
Maybe
done.
resurgence, but fair enough. Fair enough to him.
Well done. It was the injuries that seemed to mess up Ferguson as well. He has had quite a few injuries since he burst onto the scene. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's true as well. You see, I've seen a lot of people talking about this, and we have to be real. Even though I absolutely love and respect loyalty, and I look at Son and I look at Kane, and I think you lot are absolute generals in a world of fuckery because you stayed around for a long time when you didn't need to. And that's why I was even more happy that Son finally got that trophy that his loyalty deserved. But both of those two players were world class at their peak, yeah? And they was at Tottenham. And everybody mocks them now for not leaving and going and winning majors while they're at their peak. So people can't then be hypocrites and then say Isak's wrong for trying to get his move because he don't want to be here at 28, 29, still not won anything and be like, man, I was loyal, but look, I'm still here at Newcastle, battling, you know, just about making Europe, you know, whatever. He doesn't want to be there. So it's like you know what I mean? It's a balancing game, right? You gotta be
absolutely.
Yeah, you gotta look at it from both sides. You know what I mean? You really do. Right, let me hit up a couple of these supers and we're gonna bring everyone in. This one, big up Unknown, man. I don't know if anybody was watching the other day, but Unknown has gone through a really horrible situation, losing someone close to him. So I appreciate this, G. I hope you're doing well, man. So Jiff, I appreciate the advice you gave me. Last couple of days have been so tough, been in tears like I've never been before. Seeing Isaac potentially coming is happiness. Keep your head up, Unknown. Keep your head up, man. Hope you're doing well, man. Big up yourself. Glad I could be of any help at all, man. So big up yourself, man. Big up. David says, if Isaac signed for us, I win $2,000 off my mate. Yo, that's a double.
Oh, that's a big dub.
Double one right there. Will he pay up though, G? That's the figure though. You know, sometimes people do them bets and then they don't pay up. Will he pay up?
I'll tell you, Dave. He can pay in installments, bro. He can pay in installments.
Yeah. If it's a $2,000, you can pay me £100 a month for 2 years. I don't mind. I don't mind.
That's the interest, including interest.
Yeah, I don't mind, bro. I don't mind. You know what I mean? You can cover my Sky bill every month. In fact, I'll just put it in your name. How about that?
give me your bank details. Let me just add that onto the
direct debit. You know what I'm saying? Direct debit. Big up Micah says rank Isaac, EkitK, Gyökeres, and Havertz, Marmoush and Haaland and Pedro and Delap or Sesko and Wissa. I would probably go, if I'm being absolutely unbiased, I would go Marmoush and Haaland, then Isaac and EkitK, then Pedro and Delap, then Gyökeres and Havertz, and then Sesko and Wissa.
The only reason why I say Gyökeres and Havertz because of Havertz.
Havertz is a bum.
Like legit.
Plus, I think Pedro and Delap are better strikers. Just, you know, like I'm not gonna lie, Gyökeres has got to prove me wrong. I don't think he's rubbish or anything like that, but he's got to prove me wrong. I'm not gonna all this gunman. We've seen plenty of people who are good in other leagues come here and not do that well. Do you know what I mean? So we'll have to just wait and see, especially when a manager doesn't play a style. I've seen Shevchenko struggle in the Premier League, Rav. Shevchenko's one of the greatest strikers of our entire lives. And I saw him struggle because of the system. And I know he was a little bit older, but you get my point. Like, I'm not giving any guarantees to anything until I see it happen.
That was 30 M's in 2006, bro. Oh my days.
This is what I'm saying, bro. So, you know, I'm not gonna, and even you'll know who I'm talking about when I say this as well, bro. What was that? What was his name? He was one of the best things I've ever seen in my life in the Dutch league, and then he went Chelsea, and he Matthias Kesman, bro. Tell me if when Kesman was in Holland, he wasn't one of the biggest gunmen you've ever seen in your entire life.
Yep.
He used to score goals for fun, Kesman, bro. He was doing what Gyökeres is doing in the Portuguese league. He came England, and I've never seen anything so bad in my life. So I just need to wait and see. Because Gyökeres ain't going to a team that plays the way he likes to play. So I'm very curious as to what. Like I'm even willing to say this, bro. I'm even willing to say 6 months into the project, Havertz starts playing back up front again?
Drift. He can't go back there again, bro.
I don't know, bro. I'm just saying.
Man.
I'm just saying. Could Gyökeres become a Kesman?
That's a shout. Morientes.
Yeah. I mean, Morientes was kind of old when we got him, but it's true. He was a baller and he absolutely flopped in the Premier League. So I don't know, man. It's interesting. We'll see. But big up Micah for that one. Honesty says, oh yeah, we just did. Big up for that one. Big up. Micah also says Newcastle basically spending 120 mil on Sesko and Wissa. And I think that's perfect for them. I do. I think that's absolutely perfect for them. I can't lie. I do, man. Big up to them. I'm going to put the link right now, guys, in the chat. Get in. First come, first serve. There will be a cut-off point as well, so apologies if you don't get in. Frenchie says, Drift, I think they are money laundering with Saudi. Get 80 mil for Nunes, which is 20 above the value, and extra 20 to afford that 150 madness. What? Liverpool would do money laundering? No. We ain't about that life, bro. We do think about the book, man. You know how we do over here. That's Chelsea that do that kind of money laundering.
Oh, that's Man City that do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, them kind of clubs there do them dodgy behaviors right there, bro. Not Liverpool. We're over here playing by the books, G. We don't do them things over here. I tell you what would have been bad, though, is if Newcastle had have sold Isach to Saudi and loaned him back. That would have been the craziest money laundering you've ever seen in your entire life.
I say this, though. We don't need no Nunes money. We've got money, bro. I've been saying we've got money. We just had to go to the bank, man. Trust us. Yeah. Whatever money we sell Nunes and Diaz and them, man, we still got money. We've got money.
You don't think we got money because we don't carry around cash. But we got the cards, the credit cards, the bank cards, the debit cards. We got all the cards on us. You know what I'm saying? Safe,
bro. Don't worry. Our credit score is 999, bro. Don't worry.
Big up, brother Gaz. Every time says every target Newcastle go for, we should get now. Pussies. Could you guys see EkitK playing left wing forward? Gehi now. I want Leone from Parma. I can see EkitK playing left wing every night. You probably, I don't really know about Leone from Parma, but I'm sure you do, bro. Like, is he a good player?
He's very, 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 very young. Like he's 18. Like he made his debut season last season. Haven't watched much of him. He looks typically looks like he's got talent behind him. He's got decent fundamentals, but I can see us getting him and waiting to get Gehi next summer. I think that might be a possibility.
Okay. But he's a defender. He's a defender, yeah.
Yeah, okay. He's a centre back. But I think we're all in on Gay and potentially. So yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I'm calling for Arteta to be arrested, you know. I'm just saying, when he realizes that he needs the big man who can hold the ball up or is good in the air, and Gyökeres ain't either of those, he might revert back to Moreno or Havertz playing up front. I'm just saying.
Oh, Drift. You know, Gyökeres isn't his signing.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that they think it could be because they're gearing up to get rid of Arteta, innit? And that's why they're letting Berta sign him.
Yeah, because Arteta was fully forcing Sesko to happen, and Berta was like, "These guys are not budging on 90. They're not budging. We can't get him. Like, we need to get someone else." And that's when Berta got Gyökeres instead. So.
And I would just like to ask as well, if Gyökeres is everything you lot are saying he is, why outside of Man United, who have the most terrible transfer policy in the history of football, does nobody else want Gyökeres? And let's not do the whole, no, nobody else wants Gyökeres. Arsenal are the only team who actually want. Everybody had the chance to go for him. Everybody has the money. Nobody went for him. All I'm saying is sometimes in life, when everybody doesn't go for a player that there's a hype around, you usually do have to think, why? What is it why nobody's going for that? Do you remember Williams in midfield, bro? Tearing it up in the Portuguese league.
Which Williams?
What was his first name?
I keep thinking of Iñaki Williams from Bilbao.
No. What was his name? Help me out, guys. Was it Porto we played for? I'm sure it was Porto. Was it Porto or Benfica? No, I'm sure it was Porto. I don't think it was Benfica.
Are you thinking about Renato Sanchez?
Sorry, William Carvalho.
Oh, William Carvalho. Yeah.
I knew there was William in there somewhere.
Yeah.
William Carvalho. Bro, why did he never end up getting that move? Remember how hyped he was and everyone was talking about how great he was. And he never got that move. And then he never became anything.
He went to Sevilla and people saw
sometimes there's a reason why there's hype, but nobody goes for the hype. You know what I mean? Yeah, Sporting. My bad, guys. Yeah, William Carvalho.
Yeah, that's a fair point because William Carvalho went to Sevilla and he was a shadow of the player that people were saying that he was. People were saying he was going to be a dominant DM.
And I'm not saying he was rubbish. I'm just saying, remember how hyped he was, but nobody ever went for him, though. Do you get what I mean? Like, even when you look at someone like Fekir, bro, how did he end up at Betis after his Liverpool move not pulling? Like, if he was really the guy we thought he was, why didn't he get another big move? Why did his career never get back on track? Like, what is it, bro?
I think we may have had a part in that. I think when we said to everyone, he has a knee injury. I think that really got everyone being like, oh, okay, fine.
Yeah, maybe.
We might have screwed it up for him.
Maybe. Yeah, could Dogby remember that? Like all these players, you get proper hyped up, but then nobody goes for them, bro. And then you just think to yourself, what happened? Why didn't you end up anywhere? You know what I mean?
You remember Lamar?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he was okay at Atletico, but it's true. He was looked at as the next big thing, and he didn't really come true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that's going to happen to Gyökeres. I'm just saying, let's wait. You know what I mean? Let's wait. Shit, I lost.
Do you know who was a good example, Drift? He used to be the shit. It was Shaqiri.
That's true.
Shaqiri used to be that guy. He was called the Alpine Messi. Like he was gonna be.
Do you know what though? To be fair to Shaqiri though, I do think his time at Stoke was really good, and I also think that he did his job for Liverpool. I know he wasn't amazing the way he should have been, but he did his job for us. He did play his part.
Yes.
He did. Do you know what I mean? I love Shaqiri. I think he's a little pocket dynamite still. I like Shaqiri. But I get what you mean. When he was at Bayern Munich and he was 19, everybody thought he was going to be the greatest thing. Do you know what I mean? And he didn't quite live up to those expectations.
He's broken records for Basel this season.
Yeah, he's still balling out.
Yeah, 20 goals and 20 assists for Basel.
Oh, is that what he got over there?
Yeah, he apparently carried that entire team to the league, which is great.
And do you know what's crazy about Shaqiri? If you look at his goals, just his goals, you would think he was Lionel Messi. Like if I said to you, here's the goal compilation of Lionel Messi and you didn't know who Messi was, you'd believe it. Bicycle kicks in World Cups, 35-yard crossbar in volleys, free kicks for days. Like Shaqiri's goal catalogue is insane, bro.
World Cup goal catalogue is insane. Alone. Yeah. That is crazy, man.
Yeah, it's absolutely. And Switzerland ain't even a big team, and he's always balling out for them. So shout out Shaqiri, man. I've always loved Shaqiri, man. Gaz also says, at unknown, head up, bro. Remember, if you have memories of anyone they never truly gone, keep going. Nothing but love and positivity from the Kopish family. Yeah, no, unknown. Big up yourself as always, man. Keep your head up, G. Keep your head up. And as I said as well, man, I know it seems like really simple advice, but do whatever you can to get sleep. Your health, your mental health and your physical health deteriorates rapidly if you don't get sleep. It really does. When you're going through a depression or a mourning or something like that, try and get as much sleep as possible, G.
My sister sent me something being like, if you don't get minimum 6 hours sleep, you lose a potential 5 years in 1 week if you don't get 6 hours sleep consistently every day.
Yeah, it's very dangerous. I've seen it firsthand. I've seen a loved one's health rapidly deteriorate because they weren't getting sleep while they were going through a mourning of a loss. It can hit you. Trust me. Your body don't get no rest. Your brain doesn't get no rest. Your organs don't get no rest. You have to get rest. You have to. It's very important. But yeah, keep your head up, man. Big up. Right. Let's bring in the callers. I'm going to give everyone 2.5 minutes, guys, just to be fair, because we do want to make sure we're not on for too long. And I promise Ram I won't have him here until 5 o'clock in the morning. And I'm determined to keep that promise.
I need some sleep as well, bro.
You know what I mean? I can't talk about sleep and then I'll stop man from getting it. So, you know what I mean? Let me bring up the timer. Let me remove it. Big up everyone. Right. Let me bring in the first person. Yes. Big up yourself, G. Welcome to the show.
Big up, man.
How you
big
doing,
up.
man?
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate you guys, man. Yeah, big up to the chat as well. I think some people will know my face because I've just started a YouTube channel on here. So I've just started on here. So
big up, man. Big up, man. After you finish, post your thing in the chat, man. Let everybody get over there and subscribe.
And now I see you with the mic. I see you with the PS5 as well, bro.
Man.
I see
you,
know
bro.
What?
Before I get into it, yeah, Enz is a snake still. I tried to make his pro clubs team, yeah. Try to say that wasn't good enough, but we'll chat about that later on.
I'll speak to Enz. Don't worry.
Yeah, speak to him. But I want to answer your questions. Obviously the Isach news is going well and stuff. I think that will happen. I think we're forgetting about our centre back options because my question would be: we still haven't replaced Matip, and obviously Hato is going to go Chelsea. He's twerking for them now for some reason, and then along with that, Mark Gahey, I think he will come into the club. Are you guys happy with Robinson being a left-sided centre back? Because when in the Preston game, that's where he majority played. That's my first question, so you guys can chop that up. And then my second question will be, I don't think Rodrigo would happen, but there's a player at PSG that I think has a lot of talent, which his name is Barcola. He can play on the left wing side. 22 years old. I'm not sure what you guys think on him, but for me, he will be a perfect replacement for Diaz. Very direct, likes to take on his wing backs all the time. Got very good skill. I think Slot will mold him into a winger that can get goals and assists. So those are my two questions there, man. On there. So that's the Aaron Robinson and the Barcola one.
Yes. So the first one was the defensive issue. Would we be all right with Robo at centre back, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And the second one again, say, bro.
But would you guys like a Barcola to come in to replace Diaz?
That's it, Barcola. Yeah. Cool. We'll chop that up now, my G. But big up, man. Like I said, bro, make sure you put your link in the chat, man. I'll get everybody to go over there, give you a follow. Big up yourself, man. Hopefully, it won't be the last time we talk as well, man. If you're part of the squad now, you know what I mean?
You'll see me next week. I've had Kall on my channel as well, and I spoke to Matt already. So
okay. Big up, man.
I'm around. But thanks for coming.
Man.
Put it on the chat. We'll drop a subscribe as well, man.
All right, man.
Yeah, cheers, man. Definitely. No, I love you. Big up, man. Big up yourself, bro. Guys, make sure you go over there and show your love, man. You know we're part of this Liverpool community. We get it done over here. We stand by each other, man. So big up. Bro, I remember when I got shouted at when I said that I think Robo might play centre back. I mean, when I say I got shouted at, I mean I got shot. Like Kall's literal words were drift, man. So, but bro, since then we've seen him play there twice. All I'm saying is, I don't know why. It's the same thing when I told everybody I could see in an emergency, Joey playing DM. Everyone told me I was crazy. Joey's played DM twice for Liverpool as well. I'm not saying I want it to happen. I'm saying I just see a reason why it might, and then it seems to happen. Robo was centre back as an absolute last minute. I don't want it to be the case, but what do you think of it?
If we had an injury crisis, I hear it. But if we're going into a season and Robo's our fourth choice centre back, bro, please no. Please. No. Look, Drifty, I'll cast your minds back when I first came on the channel. We had Davies at centre back. We barely saw him. We had Kabak at centre back. We've been through dark days with these damn centre backs, yeah? I don't want to see a left back play centre back, man. I would be genuinely very concerned if we start Robertson as a centre back for this season coming up. If he's
not to start him, just as an option. Sorry, yeah, just as an option. Yeah.
We made the costly mistake in 2021 when we had 3 fit centre backs. I don't want us to do that again. You said it then. We made a mistake getting rid of Degsy. We need to get a fourth choice. But I do genuinely believe we are going to get Gahey Like, we are going to get a centre back no matter what this season, whether it be Gahey this season or next season, or we'll get Leone or we will get Cresswell. We will go for a centre back.
No, it will be Gahey, bro, and I'll tell you why. I believe that the club have an agreement with him in the same way they had with Kirkes, with Frimpong. Well, we know it's done. No one else is going to be able to turn his head. It's done. But let us just get this other business done, because your business is going to be not complicated, but Crystal Palace are playing a little hardball. So we'll wait a little while. Don't worry, bro. We're going to come and get you. We're going to get Gahey. We will.
Like what we did with Jota, isn't it? We signed Thiago first because it was taking quite a bit of time. But then we signed Jota straight after that. So, yeah.
We'll get Gahey. We will get Gahey. And I can't wait. I'm excited. Gahey, I want Gahey at Liverpool. He's such a little underrated bad boy. I can't wait to have Gahey at Liverpool.
My dad's never been a fan of Konate. He's been Konate's a liability. You should go get that centre back from Crystal Palace, the captain.
Have you teased him about us coming to get Murillo?
He said, pay 80 million, then you can have him.
Okay. It's like that, yeah.
Give us if you want him, you got to pay big money for him.
If Murillo has another season like he did last year, people will.
Yeah, he would.
I think, if he has another bad boy season like that, I think because Murillo's only, 23 or something like that. So if he has another bad boy season, I think everybody will go and get him, bro. Barcola, would you take Barcola to replace Diaz, bro?
First things first, to N90, and Luis Enrique really likes Barcola. I don't see him leaving. I think, especially with French players, if they're in Paris, they're not going to leave. The French players love to be in Paris. They love Paris Saint-Germain. They don't see anywhere else going. So for me, I don't think it's possible. Would I like to see it? I'm not sure. I think we can get better in the market. I think the guy called, I think it was Malik Fofana from Lyon. He looks really, really promising. And I think for the value for money, if we were going to get Barcola, we're looking at 100 million euros. I just don't think the value for that kind of player. It's just there. If it was 60 or 70, then I might hear it. But 100 million is now. Unfortunately, not for me.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Barcola's a bad player by any stretch. I just don't think he's better than Diaz. So I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that change. Like, if we're gonna get rid of Diaz, then the guy we bring in needs to be better for me. Otherwise, I don't really, you know what I mean. But
I hear it. They are similar players.
They are similar. They are similar. Mason, don't get yourself in trouble, G. This made me laugh. So man said he took over the front of the TV and annoyed the wife and the kids. Bro, don't get yourself in trouble.
Don't do that.
I appreciate that, though, because that's some real shit. Get out. I want to watch Kop-Ish. That's some real shit.
But I will say this: some things are just not worth fighting for.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. What am I doing? I'm down playing myself. It is worth it. It is worth it. You know what I mean? She'll get over it.
Do it at your own risk. I'll say that.
I'm joking. I don't know we're falling out. Right. Let me bring in the next caller. Man, Adam, welcome to the show. What's going on, man? Big up yourself, man. What's good? How
you going? You all right?
Yeah, man. What's good, man?
Bro? All good.
Good. I was just wondering about the super chat I put in a little bit earlier. Where I talked about Rodrigo. I'm only thinking because it's looking more likely that Diaz is going to go to Bayern Munich, especially now that that they're saying that he could be going for probably around about 70 million euros. So I was thinking that maybe Rodrigo would be the ideal signing. But then I was thinking more like if EkitK has already signed, and then now the odds of us getting Isach could be increased now that he wants to leave. Would it be a good idea to put EkitK on the left? Because of his versatility.
I hear you, bro.
And then play Isach up top.
So I'm just writing it down so I don't forget. EkitK on the left.
Well, I thought because obviously when Arne Slot signed him, he's obviously saying that he's a player of like versatility, that his movement and his positioning is effective to the team, and plus he can play more as an all-round type of striker and not just as a sole number 9.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe that if we don't go for Rodrigo, you could play EkTK out on the left and the front 3 with Salah playing right, and then Isach up top with Wirtz playing as the number 10.
Yep.
And then you've got potentially Gravenberch and either McAllister or Szoboszlai, but you'd probably put McAllister there because he's more of a passing ability, and then obviously have Szoboszlai playing as as backup, but then you can sort of rotate in between, like in each game as well, especially when we've got the Premier League and the Champions League coming up this season.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
And then
bro.
definitely, I agree with Mark Gay as well.
He's a baller, isn't it? I can't wait for him to be a Liverpool player. I can't wait.
I don't know. The only issue, though, I think on Gay, though, is how much Crystal Palace will be willing to sell him for, because they're going to probably ask for at least 40, 45 mil.
50,
and with a player being on his final year of his contract this season as well, is it worth us trying to maybe put in like a smaller offer, maybe start off at 35 and see how we negotiate with Palace there?
Yeah,
I think from what I've seen and what I've looked on Twitter, maybe put in an offer for 42 mil. But now, because of the news with Isach and obviously EkitK happening, I think that's all stalled. But we've had personal terms agreed, so we've spoken to the player. He's happy, but everything's now stalled because of what's happened with Isach and what's happened with EkitK. So it's something I'll say still look out for, because we are going to get a centre back. I do see us doing that. So
yeah.
We definitely I think Liverpool played it well with the EkitK deal though as well, because especially when Newcastle went in with 70 mil and then Frankfurt said no, then obviously we've gone over and approached Newcastle to get Isaac, and they've said he's not for sale. So we thought, okay, then we'll just play the trump card, and then we've just gone straight in for EkitK, and he's already said yes, and we've signed him. So it's like, is that kind of quite cunning and quite smart of Liverpool to have gone the way they did?
Right, it's a bit of a bully thing, isn't it? Right.
It is. But it's you know what? It's what United did back in the day, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I agree.
But no, big up yourself, Adam, brother. We'll chop that up now about the EKTK stuff, and yeah, man.
Nice one, man. Take it easy. Take care.
Yeah, man. That was always
cheers. Bless.
Big up, man. I mean, I got shot down the other day when I said EkitK left wing, bro. But I think there's a possibility we'll see him deployed there quite a lot if we do get Isaac through the door. You know? I
would have said EkitK left wing if we got Isaac. If we didn't get Isaac, EkitK is playing up front, but Rodrigo's playing up.
But remember, EkitK can play up front if Isaac needs a rest. EkitK doesn't need to play at all if we want to rest him. We've still got Cody. People, don't forget about Cody. We still got that bad boy Cody on. You know what I mean? Like, people are like, I think with all these signings, I'm gonna do a video on this. And if you want to be involved, Ram, then by all means jump in. Cody, Szoboszlai, Bradley. I'm gonna do a video concentrating on those three, because everybody seems to have just thrown them out the squad immediately because we're making signings. And people are forgetting how good those players actually are and how much influence they've had since they've played for Liverpool and how well they've played when they've played. Cody went on a 10-game scoring streak in all competitions last season before his injury. I think people just completely downplay that. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to have a conversation about it. So I actually think there's room for a lot of flexibility within the squad, and this is what having a great squad's all about. But I do think TK will play left wing. I do.
Bradley's going to be our starting right back.
I think he will as well. I actually do.
I've been very, very, very impressed with him. I've been very impressed with him going forward.
Bradley's that guy, bro. I've been telling people, F Trent, we got Bradley, bro. Like, it is what it is, man.
It is. You know what it is what it is. Like, you know what? I need to keep saying this because I don't think people realize. People gotta give you your flowers, bro. You're the one that said it from day dot. He said it from day dot. Bradley will be a starter from 21-22. When personally for me, I didn't think he had a good game against Norwich. You said he's going to start for Liverpool. I guarantee he will start for Liverpool. And he's proved a lot of people wrong, man. I think you got to get given your flowers, man. Credits where credits due as well. So
I appreciate that, Rab. You know, I'll get one thing wrong and then everybody attacks me in it, but they forget the things I get right. But it's okay. I'm not here. I'm just here for Liverpool to win. I'm not here to win myself. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm just here for the Liverpool wins. If Liverpool win, I'll be wrong every day of the week. I swear to you, bro. I really don't care. You know what I mean? But big up for noticing, bro. You know what I mean? My two compadres just shoot me down whenever they get the chance. You know how it goes. Bro.
Facts, yeah.
You know how it goes, bro. You know what? Big up, Big Les. Some good news in the building, man. Firstborn son yesterday. God is good. Big Les, big up yourself, man. I'm going to drop the celebration for that because that is a real celebration, man. Welcome to the world, young Les. Oh, where's this? There it is. Big up yourself, man. Do you know what, Pete? I would agree with you if we didn't have Florian. Bro, you're forgetting we got Florian now. And I'll be honest with you as well. Players like EkitK make low blocks harder to implement as well. Because when you got those players that have such quick, fleet feet, they win penalties in the box in tight spaces. Do you get what I mean? So, like, I don't think it will be as bad as people think, you know what I mean, in terms of, like, the low blocks. Trent will be missed. He's a snake. He's a rat. We don't like him, but he will be missed. You can't not miss that level of creativity. Trent is an absolute genius on the football pitch. We can't, but no one is going to act like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, that ain't the fact.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
You can't replace a player, but you can recreate him. And I think we have recreated him, man. I think people are going to be worried about him. They really are.
Big up Don, man. Big up yourself, G. Man said he takes note when I say to stick by a player. Big up yourself, man. I appreciate that, G. And now big up Les, man, on the newborn, man. That's great news, man. Glad everyone is healthy and everything is blessed. Right, let's bring in the next caller. Mr. Scouse, you there, bro?
Anything Scouser?
Yes, sir. Can you guys hear me?
Welcome, bro. Good to see you, my brother. What's good, man? What's good?
Yeah, all good, bro? Man. Yeah, big up to you guys. It's been a minute.
But you're in the comments all the time, so it doesn't feel like a minute. You know what I mean? So big up to you.
Yeah,
big up, man.
And then, like you said, these shows are coming, quick and fast. The months are flying by.
They are.
But Drifty, just before you start, obviously, I think it's the first show since the tragedy of Diogo. So I just want to say rest in peace to Jota, and to his brother Andre as well, and sending my thoughts and love to, I think, Unknown in the chat earlier. Unknown.
Yeah, Unknown.
Don't know the details, but we have you have our support, from the whole community. I've been sending you love, and big up to just now as well, Big Les. We've got good news as well today, so big up to Big Les, sending my love to Unknown, and it's the first show since the incident. So rest in peace to Jota and his brother Andre, and Drifty, happy belated birthday. Mine is actually next Sunday on the 3rd of August. So
big up. Yeah, I totally forgot it was my birthday. There's been so much madness this month.
Yeah,
I know yours, Matt and Callum are all together.
Yeah,
in a way.
A month apart. Yeah, there's literally.
Mine's on the 3rd as well. Next Sunday.
Big up, man. Make sure you remind us, man. We'll give you that shout out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But happy birthday in advance, just in case. You know what I mean?
Yeah, thank you.
But well said, bro. Well said for Unknown and for Jota as well. It's true.
Yeah, and
I totally forgot it was our first show since we lost Jota.
Yeah,
so,
and I hope you feel better as well, Drifty, because you're not feeling too well right now. So get well soon to you.
I appreciate that, G.
Honestly, you can start the timer. There's no question really, because what else can we ask nowadays? Are we getting Isach? Yes. Are we current champions? Yes. Are we winning the goals? Yes. Can we play multiple formation? Yes. Are we changing tactics next season? Yes. So, everything is looking good at the moment. What a time to be a Liverpool fan. But I just want to share a story. I was supposed to fly to Hong Kong for the game tomorrow, but because of the bad weather, it's actually crazy right now with the thunderstorms and stuff. So because of the weather and the tickets are sold out. So 2 years ago, I was in Singapore when I think we played Bayern Munich. You guys recall when Klopp told Trent you're the vice captain in the state? Like
I think
when
I,
they
remember,
were-
I actually think I remember you calling in as well. And
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
"Oh, you were gonna be there." Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
So I was there. I think we played Bayern Munich. I think we lost 4-3. But when Szoboszlai just joined, McAllister was there. I think it was before Endo came in because we got him towards the end. But it's been an unfortunate year because I was supposed to go for the parade and the game against Palace when we lifted the trophy, but I couldn't sort out my visa in time. And now I can't go for the preseason as well. But I was there last year in April for Klopp's farewell to see Klopp for the last time. So I was there last year. But yeah, I mean, like, I wish I was there tomorrow. The game would have been 7:30 p.m. in Hong Kong, 1 hour ahead from Thailand. So we play, for us, the game is 6:30 tomorrow in the evening. So I'll be watching it, obviously, and tuning into the watch-alongs and whatnot.
Yeah.
And the only question is, obviously, with us, hopefully, let's assume we get Isach in. Who goes already in? We got Mo and Cody. That's 4. And with Darwin, Lucho, and Chiesa out the door. I know, Drifty, you said you wouldn't mind Rio being on the left as a backup. But let's say we don't get Rodrigo. And let's say it isn't Gordon as well, because Newcastle won't sell both their players to us. Assuming we get back. So who would you guys go for? Is it Fofana? Or would you actually stick with 4 attackers and play Florian on the left and use Szoboszlai in attack as well and keep either one of Doak, Dance, or Rio and, play Frimpong right wing when Mo goes to AFCON? Like, for me, the dream is if we don't get Rodrigo, like, I want to keep Diaz, honestly. So left is Diaz and Cody, up top, EkitK and Isaac, and right is Mo. But yeah, that's the only question. And just to the viewers, just like N90 said, I'm back on my channel now. I want to keep it back up and running. So please go and support. I haven't posted in a year, but I've been uploading it all summer. So please go and support.
100%. Make sure, but when you come off, bro, put your link in the chat.
Yeah,
Everybody,
bro,
make sure
I don't
you
think
get over there.
if I'm not a mod, so I don't think I can post the link. So if anyone is a mod, can you guys, any of you, because I'm not a mod, so I'm not sure if I can post the link.
Do you know? I'll tell you what, then, bro.
Okay.
Put it in the private chat before you leave the thing, and then I'll post it, bro. Yeah. Put it in the private chat, and then I'll post it.
I know, now I've been consistent. I've been posting a lot this
Why
summer.
are you not a mod anyway? I'm gonna get that sorted out, bro. I don't. Yeah. I don't know why you're not a mod anyway. I'll get that sorted out, bro. Don't worry about that.
Thank you so much, man.
There
Thank
you
you
go.
so much.
I see it. Guys, everyone in the chat knows you're a real one. Guys, make sure you get over there and show your love, man. 100%.
I want to get to 200 before the season starts, man. So please, people, my birthday.
There you go, man.
Oh,
Link
we'll
is
get
in
that done.
the
We'll
chat.
get that done.
Link is
Don't
in
worry.
the chat right now.
But yeah, big up to you, legends. Big up the chat. Big up to Callum and Matt as well. And up
man.
the effing Reds.
Come on, G. Big up, man. See you tomorrow for the watch along, G.
Love. Big up.
Guys, make sure you get over there. Link is in the chat right now. Go show your love, man. Indian Scouser is a real one.
You need to also quickly check, has N90 put his link in the chat as well?
I think he did. If he didn't, N90, make sure you dropped it in the chat as well, bro.
Well, if anyone's a mod, can you put it in the chat as well?
Yeah. I didn't realize that you had to be a mod for it to be the link. I didn't realize that. My bad. Otherwise, I would have got N90 to put it in the private chat as well. Yeah. To his question, would you go with? We can't go with 4 attackers, and that is the one thing we can't do, because I know Rio was a quality backup, but it can't only be Salah, Isaac, EkitK, and Gakpo. We do need one more in it. That's too light because injuries do happen throughout the season. Do you know what I mean? That would be way too light. I'd be a little underwhelmed if we did that, to be honest.
It's not possible because you think about so he said we'll sell Diaz, we'll sell Chiesa, and we'll sell Nuno. So we only have Gakpo, EkitK, Isaac, and Salah.
Yeah, that's not enough. Even though those 4 are outstanding, that's not enough. You need one more. You do need one more.
The problem is, right, and I'll put this scenario out there. He does have a point. We have got Szoboszlai that can play wing. We have got Wirtz that can play wing. We have got EkitK that can play wing. It's 5 attackers. We've got 5 attackers for sure. I think we can get away with it, but we also have to. That means that's going to be next year's problem. We need to sign someone back up for next year. So if it's the case that we can't get Rodrigo, I think I'll be happy with 5 forwards though, Drift. Think about Isach, EkitK up front, Salah on the right. Wirtz can play as a right winger. He started off as a right winger at Leverkusen. Szoboszlai played right wing for Leipzig. We got Gakpo, who's for me is going to be a starter, but we also got EkitK who could play on the left as well. So
yeah, I hear that. But are we messing up the team a little bit by having Szoboszlai and Wirtz do roles that we don't really want them to do? That's the thing, though, isn't it? Is it messing up the team a little bit, getting them to do that? But I hear where you're coming from. It's an option. I hear it. It is an option.
You're gonna hate my comment. Total football. Everyone's just gonna do everything, man.
I'm not gonna lie. The flow probably will be like that for real. Because the fluidity, I think the only one who isn't fluid in that front line is Mo, unfortunately. And he's the best player out of all of them. But he is the only one that doesn't suit playing on the right or playing as a striker. He could play 10. I believe Salah could play 10, but playing up front or playing on the left would not work for Mo at all. Do you know what I mean? So other than Mo being the only one who I don't think can cover the other positions up front, you're right.
I won't say he can't play there, Drift, but you will lose a lot. He can still do a job, but you will lose a lot if you take him out of that right wing position compared to slotting him in.
You know what? When it comes to left wing, I don't even think Salah could do a job. With all due respect, I think he'd be absolutely pointless on the left wing. Can you imagine Mo on the left wing, bro?
Yeah, I hear what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, the crossing would be good, but that would be about it. Like, what else would he be able to? Because getting to the byline and crossing the ball in is not Mo's thing. And that's the only thing that a left-footed player playing on the left wing can do, right? Get to the byline and cross.
He doesn't have that explosiveness that he used to have.
Not at this stage of his career. Do you know what I mean? I think he could have done it 3-4 years ago, but not now. Not at 33. I wouldn't want that. But we'll see, man. We'll see. But big up. Right, bringing in the next caller now. Another guy who's got his channel now as well. Make sure you lot are subscribed. Get that in. Man like Jay. What going, G?
Jay.
What's going on, guys? What's going on? Y'all can hear me good?
Brother? What's going on, man?
All good, bro. All good.
Yeah, I had to get a mic because my first video, the audio was kind of shaky on it. So we'll have that.
Yeah. Well, you're part of the big leagues now, though, bro. You know, it's how we do.
Yeah,
bro.
I feel you know. You see all these players around me, right? You know what they all got in common?
They're winners.
Managers, trophies.
You know what? I can't. Let me make it bigger. Hold on.
Trophies.
Oh, there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I see it. They got the big one.
That's
they got
what
the
this club's all about. That's what FSG is bringing us more of. Trophies. I was never FSG out. If you find those tapes, delete them. They're fake. AI.
No, I'll be honest. You actually weren't. You, Zabiri, Jamrock. There's a few people that I know when they're. I'm not. Yeah, I remember still.
Cow.
I wasn't as hard on FSG as like Kall and everybody else. But big up to Rams. He looks like he's chilling out in the British archives right now.
Hey. Sometimes you have got a little bit of culture in your life, man.
A little bit of culture, man. Metaculture.
I wouldn't be surprised if that painting's worth $1 as well. Big up Ram.
But
that's my
a lot of what I've been talking about is
if you said that, it's worth even more, bro. We know that already, bro. Them collectors.
This really is the British archives. But a lot of what I'm gonna talk about is basically on my channel. Just first video's up, uploaded it early this morning. I guess early for y'all as well. But Drifty, you saying Newcastle buying Nunez is insane to me because that'd be the greatest heist I've ever seen. We buy Isaac and we give them Darwin Nunez. Sign me up all day, every day. That is an ultimate finesse. Are you serious? There's no. They've seen him play too, right? Right, Drift? They've seen him miss sitters.
Yeah,
right?
They've seen him bag against them on numerous occasions, bro.
That's true. Now, Jay, he's got a 30 record at St. James's, 3-3.
I think he's got 4 goals past Newcastle in the Liverpool kit, if I'm not mistaken.
If you're talking about comps, yes.
Or did they against Chelsea where he hit the post like 4 times? That was Chelsea, right? That was like the same month though.
Yeah,
I
but
can't
he's
even
saying
remember what team.
St. James, isn't it?
But St. James, yeah, he does like a goal against Newcastle, so they know all about him.
I mean, they have bigger aspirations than that, though. But yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. If we give them a cut price, like say we took Isaac and gave them Nunes, and then the cash was 80 mil. So we gave them 80 mil cash plus Nunes. I think that's good for everyone. Is it not?
You believe that?
No, I don't think Nunes will go.
He's trying to convince himself in his head.
No, I think he'll leave the Prem. I think he'll leave the Prem. You know what? I don't think Nunes wants to be in the Prem. Like, I think he wants to go to a different league.
But here's the thing, right? A lot of people talking about him going, oh, he's gonna go to Saudi. He's gonna go to Saudi. Why would Newcastle? I'm sorry. Why would PIF want him to go to Saudi and give Liverpool money to buy Isaac?
Well,
why would they buy Diaz? They don't want to do that.
It's just one of them ones where
there's a reason those links keep coming and going. It's just because
apparently Inzaghi's the one that wants him. Like apparently Inzaghi's
wants.
Yet they still haven't given him the money for it because the money's there. What are they waiting for?
Maybe they're just trying to convince Nunes behind the scene to not waste their time with the bid. Maybe they're talking to his agent and really trying to convince him.
Nunes, I think Nunes has come out and said he doesn't want to leave for Saudi.
These people have unlimited money. I live in Saudi.
Do you know what a lot of people say? Let me just pause your timer. Do you know what I realized though, bro? Yeah, and this isn't me doing Nunes prop. I'm talking about anybody. We're just on the Nunes subject. A lot of people downplay the player's ability to believe in himself or not want to just go anywhere, and they're just like, get rid of him. And we talk about, as fans, we talk about players like they're not humans, right? If you're Nunes at 25 years old, 26 years old, and you've reached the pinnacle of your career by playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world, you've gone and won stuff, you've been at an absolute exemplary training ground that's so good. Florian, in his signing video, even mentioned they walked around the training complex with Leverkusen and he thought, wow, this place is sensational. Yeah. If you're part of that for 3 years, you don't want to go to some basic shit afterwards. You just don't. So, like, we look at these situations as fans, you know what I mean? And we forget a player who's reached the pinnacle and is at a club like Liverpool, he don't want to go backwards. He doesn't want to go. It's difficult to get that guy to leave, you know? It ain't just, get out of here. It's like, no, he's got to think about the move and make the right move. So he's not coming on from work depressed every day, where his changing rooms are made of concrete. You know what I mean? After he's been used to being at the you know what I mean?
Like United.
Yeah, bro.
Like
imagine you're at AXA, yeah? And you enjoying all those beautiful facilities, and then you go and play for a club where like it's cold in the change room and the heating don't work.
Like Bayern, because Bayern have a really bad,
you know what I mean? Like
training facility.
Yeah, come on, man. You got to remember these things, guys. So yes, we want to move players on.
Facility since the 90s.
We do want to move players on, but you can't forget the human element. And players don't just like everyone going go Saudi, go Saudi, go Saudi. With all due respect to Saudi, the money is out of this world. But the actual quality of the football isn't even remotely close. So top players don't just want to just waste their career. Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's just my view.
That's valid.
He's 26, and I'm guessing he's thinking about his career being like, yo, I still got years at the highest level. Why would I want to go to Saudi for a payday when I can get that in the next 5-6 years?
I don't think he's going to go to Saudi.
Nah,
I don't think they're actually going to buy him anyway.
I think Leipzig is a shout, though.
I think he'll have
That's
one
interesting because Klopp loved Darwin.
Europe.
He loved Darwin, even despite all the misses and everything. He loved Darwin
because Darwin still brings a lot to the game, even if he misses chances. He's not just about goals. He does have a good all-round play.
I feel like if Nunez scored 10% more of his chances, we'd have been fine.
Oh
yeah, we would have. And you got to remember, like, I'm a little bit annoyed at the club for one thing. I do think that we should have accepted 40 mil from Napoli and think about him as well. I get we're trying to get as much money for our player back, yeah. But sometimes I do think the club need to be a little bit.
But it was 40 million euros.
No, I think it was pounds. I think it was 40 million.
It was 52. It was 52 million euros, which would have been about 45 pounds. 45. 45 million pounds.
Yeah, it was in the 40 mils. I think we should have thought of Nunes in that moment and took a little hit to let him go to a club he actually
same
wanted
value
to
as
go to.
Kwanzaa, just a little bit more valuable than Kwanzaa, then, I guess.
I mean, if that's how we let every party be happy, right? Like Nunes would have gone to the club he wanted. 45 or 40 mils, not a great amount of money, but it's
They
not.
can't
the
only
worst
look at it
in
from a
football.
footballing perspective, though. Like financially, it has to make financial sense as well, and it might be important for the books and whatnot. I don't know what kind of books we got.
What if we don't get rid of him, though, bro? What if we don't move on? He's on 120 a week, and we don't get the 40 mil. Like, so if he stays and we don't move him on, it's costing the club money. Would it not have been better to just let him go to the club he wanted to go to? I think we should have let him go Napoli. I really do.
I mean, to be fair, Napoli was the one that walked away.
Yeah.
Napoli walked away.
Because we were asking too much, bro. We were demanding too much.
But you have to think, Italian clubs are always trying to undercut everybody. They don't want to. They want to sell everybody for 100 million and buy them for 30.
They don't have a lot of money in the Italian league, though, bro. You know what I mean?
Whose fault is that? Get a better TV rights deal. Negotiate better.
Right, Jay's on some savage.
Whose fault is the Premier League has money because they've been screwed operators.
Jay, it ain't the 90s no more, bro. What have they got to offer?
I mean, bro. Then it's a never-ending paradox. You'll never get better.
Do you know what? It's actually a really weird revolving door when it comes to the Bundesliga and the Italian league. I don't know how they get more money. I genuinely don't know how they get more money.
So the Bundesliga actually get money. They actually get money because there's quite a lot.
Clubs aren't rich though because of the ownership model.
Because of the ownership model, everyone's capped. I think the only club that's actually rich outside of Bayern is Frankfurt. Because
Leverkusen's very rich because I think they're the one club that
doesn't
have to follow. They don't have to follow the rule. They don't have to because they're grandfathered in.
What I'm talking about, if we take out the 51% rule, the only club that's actually rich is Frankfurt because it's owned by the banks. Like that's the banks.
But Leverkusen's owned by Bayer, the pharmaceutical company. That's $1 billion company as well.
Yeah. That's also true. That's also true. But is one of those with Bundesliga, the marketing around the Bundesliga is actually very, very good. Level of the league that it is actually very, very good. I think it's the best marketed out of all the clubs outside of the Premier League, outside of all the leagues in the Premier League. Better than La Liga, better than Serie A, better than Liga. Like it's just marketed a lot better, which is yeah.
And the last thing I'll leave y'all with: if you had to delete one club from existence, which club would it be? At first, you would think Everton. Can't be Everton.
Chelsea.
There's no Liverpool Football Club without Everton, unfortunately.
Chelsea.
Manchester City. That's who it has to be. It has to be Manchester City.
Okay.
Like we better play this.
Let me have a little think.
There's no Anfield without Everton, unfortunately. So
yeah. All right, let me have a little think then. Let me have
like
a little
history,
think.
like not just like they disappeared now. History. So that's why Everton.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But all right, I'll let y'all go.
All right, Jay. Big up yourself.
Right,
big up Adidas for giving us all this money for these Adidas players, by the way.
Make sure you put your thing in the chat right now. I'm in the private chat, bro, so I can put the link in.
I can put it in the chat too because I'm a mod. So
there you go, guys. Make sure you go and show your love, man. Jay's part of the team now, so big up, man. And make sure you go and have a subscribe and a follow, man. But Jay, brother, we'll talk soon, my bro. Big up yourself as always, man. Peace,
Jay.
Ram, who would that? Do you know what? Immediately, I can't lie. As soon as he said it, it was between two clubs, and I don't know if I'm being fuckery or not.
When Jay said City, I was like, yo, maybe hold off on the Chelsea just for 1 minute.
I'm never gonna lie to you, bro. I know why you lot are saying Chelsea and City because of what they did to football with like ruining it with the money and that. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's gotta be Arsenal or Man United, ain't it? What to ruin the lives of the most infuriating fan bases in the entire world, bro.
Drift. Do you know why I can't say it? Because you're gonna delete the history as well. Arsenal history.
So, imagine how far away we'd be from being the best outright team if there was no Man United, bro. If Man United my childhood wouldn't have been miserable. Liverpool would be so far and away the biggest club you'd ever seen in your life.
That's why I said Chelsea. I say Chelsea. Do you know how many signings Chelsea took from Liverpool because of the damn money they had?
That's true.
Because the
That's
problem
true.
is, right, if I can't, even though I hate Arsenal fans, the club Arsenal itself, like you think of the Invincible team, the 98, that team was just, you can't delete
Yeah,
it.
yeah, Arsenal's a classy club outside of the fan base being insufferable. I hear that. No, I'm gonna pick Man U, you know. I'm gonna be real. I'm picking Man U. I want to erase my childhood being the way it was and it being a fun childhood. And I want us to be the outright best club. They're not even a dispute. I'm erasing Man United. Yeah, if I could erase one club, I'm erasing. No Fergie, no class of 92. Fuck all y'all. I'm getting rid of Man United. There you go. Boom.
They would have played for City instead, though.
Nah, not really, bro. You never know. I'm getting rid of Man United. Bun them, man.
Nah,
our childhoods were terrible because of Man United, bro. Man United were insufferable.
I think because I say Chelsea because they took so many of the potential players that we could have got. The money they had as well was stupid. And
I do understand where you're coming from because Chelsea actually, I think, are the ones who ruined football. Abramovich ruined football buying Chelsea. All this PSR and all this stuff is because of him. Man City being bought out is because of him. And he made football feel fake for a very long time. Because when he came in and started to splash all that cash, I remember when the Essians and the Mutus and the Drogbas and all, and they were just Crespo, they were just buying and throwing away players like it was fucking fun, bro.
Shevchenko, they signed Shevchenko when they had like Drogba and Kalou and then the man like just give up, man. They were like,
yeah.
30,
Chelsea's a shout. I can't
30 million for Shevchenko. Drift 30 million for Shevchenko in 06 is crazy, bro. Crazy. That is mad. 50 million for Torres. 50 in 2011. Bro.
Yeah. They were spending money like it was going out of fashion, for real.
Legit, man. Legit. And if you look at the big spenders in the Premier League, who's top? Chelsea.
Exactly. Do you know what made me laugh today? I was watching something. I can't remember what I was watching. And this is how they put it in perspective. Everybody's saying that Liverpool have been spending all this money and how are we and all this stuff. Let's put this into perspective. Liverpool in the last 3 years have spent £1 billion less than Chelsea. £1 billion less than Chelsea in the last 3 years. Are you going to ask questions about how we're doing it? How?
Shall I tell you something, yeah?
Madness.
If we delete Chelsea, Jose Mourinho doesn't move to Chelsea in 04 or 05.
And then that means that Jose doesn't become the guy he is either.
Or Jose might join Liverpool.
No, do you know we rejected him? That's why he hates us. We actually picked Benitez over Mourinho. That's why Mourinho hates Liverpool.
Because he was like for Liverpool was his like Barcelona of England, wasn't he? He had a
he wanted to put Liverpool back on their perch. He wanted to be the guy who brought Liverpool back to greatness. He had a whole dossier of how he would do it. Like he was so angry. Why do you think he hates Benitez as well? Because he hates the fact that we picked. But you know what's crazy, bro? At the time, it's a lot of people will look back on it now and say it was the wrong decision. But I don't even necessarily know if that's even true, because when you look at the time, right? Jose Mourinho, yes, winning the UEFA Cup and winning the Champions League is absolutely amazing achievements from Jose with Porto team. Absolutely amazing. But back-to-back La Liga champions with Valencia is no easy feat, bro. It's that a lot of people forget that. That's what Rafa did before we got him. He went back-to-back in La Liga with Valencia, bro.
He won a double before he joined.
And he got Valencia to 2 Champions League finals as well.
Do you know what his biggest issue was? His English wasn't good. If we had the same level of English as what Mourinho had, I think he would have done a lot better.
Do you think so? Do you think
his English wasn't good? He couldn't speak a word of
English. It wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the greatest, yeah.
It was bad.
He couldn't, like, in the press conferences, he wasn't able to be charismatic because of his
It wasn't as bad as Pochettino's, where he couldn't speak a word of English. It was, but it was broken. It was very, very broken. I was like, it's not.
Yeah, I hear that. both of them are legends of the game, though. You know what I mean? So, you know, and without Rafa, we might not have done the number 5.
That's
you
true.
know what I mean? Rafa's etched in our history forever. Number 5, the greatest night in Champions League history, is all because of Rafa Benitez. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, that's why Mourinho hates Liverpool, though, bro, because we picked Rafa over him. So yeah, interesting one, right? I know I saw in the private chat that his question was stolen by the last one. Big up yourself. Big up, bro. I saw you saying. I don't know if you had another question or if you just want to talk for 2 minutes, but big up, bro. What you saying?
Yeah, man. I just want to say that. How's it, guys? Yeah, evening, everyone.
Yeah, big up, bro.
But
big up yourself, bro.
yeah, I mean, we are a forward short, but he did make my points already. But I'll just say one. I don't know why we have no links to Van Hekke from Brighton. He only has 2 years left on his contract. I think he'd be a solid backup option. I don't think he'd be too expensive. And number 2, the more I watch Verts, the more excited I get, bro. A couple of months ago, I was watching, these 80s. There's a full channel. It's called Dave Waller. If you want to go watch 70s and 80s Liverpool highlights. So you watch this, and then you see those old guys like Terry McDermott and Dalglish and people like that. And when I watch Dalglish and I watch Verts, I'm like, And when you listen to the way people in Germany speak about him, I'm not trying to put pressure on the guy, like no pressure whatsoever. But there is like a 1% chance we might have just signed our greatest ever player, especially with where Liverpool is at right now and what we're poised to win. There is a chance that this guy could bang, bro. Like fingers crossed.
So we'll put what you think there's the potential that in like 10 years' time he could be sitting at the Kenny and Gerrard table.
Yes.
I will speak about that. I'll speak about that.
All right. I'll let Ram
I
that
think,
one up.
And especially with the team we have and what we could win in the next 3 to 5 years, the way we're poised right now, he could, man. I mean, you feel it.
Worst leash, you know. That's a lot of pressure to put on him, but I hear you.
But I don't want to put pressure, but like that could be a possibility. And I just wanted to say, anyway, I love the channel, guys. I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, that guy stole my question, bro. He stole my question, bro. But yeah.
Yeah, no, G. I appreciate you know what, you've given some food for thought as well. I'll let Ram chop that one. What was the player from Brighton again? Sorry that you said.
Van Hekke.
Is it the Jan-Paul Van Hekke?
Yeah, the Dutch guy, the blonde guy.
Yeah, the blonde. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's solid, man. Especially on the ball. I think he adds a lot of quality. I don't think he's too expensive. It's weird. There's no links to him, but
let me look up how long he's got left. But now, big up yourself, G. We'll chop that on now, man. Love, man.
Cheers, man.
Big up, man.
Big up,
bro. Big up. Ram, I take it away, bro. I'll let you have that Dalglish one. I'll let you have that one, bro.
Well, he said something about people in Germany talking about Verts. Obviously, I know personally I got family in Germany that talked about him for a while. When I cast your mind that when Kai Havertz left Leverkusen, it was a big thing because cast your mind back a couple of years ago, Leverkusen losing Havertz. Havertz was deemed to be a generational player. But when my cousins in Germany said Leverkusen don't miss him anymore because they got Verts, and Verts is going to be 10 times the player Havertz was for Leverkusen, it says a lot. I think he won the medal, the copper medal, or the youngsters medal. They would get a medal every year. Hand out to the best young German player that comes through. I think he got it when he was around about 16, 17 years old. Like he was highly touted from the very, very, very get-go. His one thing that I saw what he talked about a lot was his dribbling abilities is great. His passing is great. He has all the utensils to be a generational / Ballon d'Or winning player. He's got everything about him. There's a reason why Bayern Munich has been sniffing around for him for a while. But to say the Dalglish shouts is an interesting one. The one thing that he has to do, that Verts has to do, is he needs to get the best out of everybody. Because one thing that people don't know about Dalglish, if you ask Ian Rush how he got 347 goals for a club, he will say because of Kenny Dalglish. A lot of those goals was because of him. And what Dalglish has done for the football club, scored in Champions League finals, assisted in Champions League finals, scored 20 goals a season. He needs to be on those levels. Can he do it? 100% he can. He has the ability. He has the technical ability. He has the talent to do it. He has the mindset as well. But you're talking about the king. He's out. Like you talk about, we sort of say that Mo is the king. Dalglish is the emperor. He is Mr. Liverpool. He is the greatest ever Liverpool footballer to play for the club. But
and it was the pressure Dalglish came into as well. Obviously, we're only going on historical facts because we weren't there and lived through it. But remember, we lost the absolute legend, and everybody was like, "Who's this Kenny guy?" Do you know what I mean? And then
only one ex-player said he will be 10 times the player Keegan was, and that was Dennis Law. People called Dennis Law crazy when he said that. And obviously he was like,
I mean, he wasn't 10 times the player because obviously we're talking about an absolute legend in his own right anyway.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm
saying? Verts.
Plus, to beat Kenny's legacy, you got to be a manager and then win as a manager as well. That's what makes Kenny stand out amongst any of the other people we talk about. He then went and did it as a player manager and then won Liverpool. Do you get what I mean? That adds extra spice on top of what was already a sensational playing career. Do you get what I mean?
The only way I can say Verts can eclipse Kenny, he does it when he's 32, 33 years old. Because that's what Kenny did. That's what Kenny did. Kenny joined at 25 and he did it until he's about 38, 39. That's the levels that we're talking about. Like people are starting to put Mo in the conversation because he's been doing it for 8, 9 years straight. But Kenny was doing this for a lot longer, man. Like that's the levels that we're talking about. There's a lot of pressure to put on a player. But if you're talking about talent-wise, he is arguably the most talented player we have signed since Luis Suarez. I'll say that for a fact.
Oh shit! Okay.
I could go even
further.
I could argue.
Remember we signed Thiago.
I could argue he's just on that level, bro.
Like, forget about the injuries. We're just talking talent,
bro.
Remember we signed Thiago, bro.
Thiago is a talent, but this guy's a talent as well.
I'm not even saying he's not. I'm just saying Thiago. Like,
do you know one thing
if we're talking talent,
one thing he has that Thiago doesn't have, he's destructive. He will. I know it's not Thiago's game. Thiago's all about controlling, but for me, when you talk about value of players, because I've seen it, if you look through history about value of players, he is destructive. He has the power to cause problems for everybody.
Yeah,
like, he will be.
I can't wait. I can't wait, bro. It's gonna be so fun to watch.
He's got the Joga Benito, but he's got the German mindset as well. Yeah. That's what I've got to say. That's what I've got to say on the guy, man. That's what I've got to say.
I'm not gonna lie. There can't be anything more scarier for the rivals than to think about their defense having to deal with Verts, Isach, and Salah.
Yo,
bro, at the same time.
Don't forget Maka. If they're gonna try and lock them up, Maka just can score from 30 yards out.
And then if they manage to break through all of that and go up the other end, then they've got to deal with Ibu and Virgil and Ali.
It's not fair.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a long day for the rivals. It's actually a long day for the rivals. I heard the other day someone was talking and they were like, if Isaac actually does go to Liverpool, the shockwaves around the world will be so big. It'll be felt in Paris, in Madrid. Like, they will all know, oh shit, okay, so Liverpool are also favourites for the Champions League. This is no joke now. Yeah. Like, this is actually no joke. If we get Isaac, like, we're already making those waves anyway. You put Isaac in there as well. I'm talking about, like,
oh my God.
It's going to be insane, bro. It's going to be insane. You know what? It'll be so bad, yeah? We'll be so good and the levels will be so high. I actually think anything less than the double might actually be like not even just a disappointment. It might actually be like a failure. Like, if we have that team and we don't win 2 trophies, it could even be looked at as a failure. Legitimately, do you know what I mean? Because of how good we are. Obviously, you got to look at the circumstances of what happens, but like, that team's just so good. It's unquestionable. It's unquestionable.
You're gonna make me cry, bro. You're gonna make me cry.
Salah and Isaac all running at your blood clot. What do you do about that?
Hey, don't forget the fullbacks as well. We got Kirkes and Bradley on both sides.
Oh, bro, I'm forgetting a lot. I didn't say Mac 10. I didn't say Gravy Birch.
Yo,
there's a lot I haven't said, bro. There's a lot I haven't said, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. I didn't even say Gakpo. He's a 20 GA man. He's proved it for the last 2 years. I didn't even mention Cody.
EkitK, bro. You haven't mentioned him, bro.
Bro, it's insane. It's actually insane. If we get Isaac over the line, I can see teams putting petitions out to get Liverpool thrown out the league.
Hey, or maybe Arsenal, bro. Apparently, Arsenal fans are trying to start it already. Yo, it's actually...
I don't give me joke. Listen, drift the Jews, you know. I like that. Listen, I beg you, add Rodrigo. I'll do my best. Let's get the Isaac one done first, G. Well, as soon as the Isaac one's through the door, you know what I mean? I'll be honest with you, though. There is I'm not going to lie. Drift the Jews. I love that. I'm actually putting that one in the memory bank still. That's a big one. Yeah. I personally, and don't get angry at me for this one, bro, I'm going to personally concentrate on a centre-back after Isaac first, because I do think we can't neglect centre-back. Centre-back is very important. We get a centre-back in. We can't roll into the season with 3 centre-backs and 2 of them are known for injuries. Like, we have to get one more centre-back in.
Drift,
we have
I forgot. We can play Frimpong right wing.
I know, but a lot of people aren't happy with that, though.
Nah, but think about it, though. It's a different type of right winger, though. This is going to be even worse because he's going to be a touchline winger. He's going to be fully touchline, cut inside, go onto the byline and cut it back in. He's going to be a problem. And he's
I think he's good, but there's a lot of people that don't like the idea of it.
Do you know why? I say it might work? He's so hard to get the ball off. Like, once he has the ball at feet, he will, and he's dribbling.
Yeah, his ball retention is very good. It's very good.
Stupidly good. He's crazy good.
But again, it would be a tactic that would be byline and crossing. It would be horses for courses. If we're playing against a team with a low block and you want to just start getting the ball wide and swinging in the crosses, I'm all for it. But if we're talking about anything else, then maybe not so much. So we'll see. It'll be interesting.
I mean, Isaac 6'4", Drift.
I know, bro. Obviously, we've got Cody. We've got quite a few tall players. We've got Gravenberch. We got a nice mixture of height in the team as well, because obviously Ibu and Virgil are already big from corners. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what? We got a nice mix, but the squad is squadding. This might be the greatest fucking team that I've ever seen in Liverpool history. If we get Isaac through the door, this might actually be the best Liverpool team, pound for pound, I've ever seen. It's crazy, bro. It's mad. But that's another conversation. Right. Let's bring in the next caller. We've got a few more to get through because I've already gone back on my promise to not have Ram here until 2 o'clock in the morning. It's 20 past midnight already. Sammy, brother, big up yourself, G. Welcome to the show. You there, bro?
Sammy?
Shit. He's lost connection. I'm going to bring you in as soon as I can, bro. Try and get back in. I'll bring in the next one instead. Man, like Bruno in the building.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Welcome,
Bruno. So, these Isaac rumours, Newcastle United fans are apparently not happy about them. But we've been through this. Look at Coutinho, Michael Owen, Xabi Alonso, Mascherano, Luis Suarez. Should I go on?
Steve McManaman. Yeah, there's a lot.
There's another. We've been through this.
Torres.
There's another. The list goes on. We've been through this. I hope it's not a PR stunt. Because if it's a PR stunt, there's going to be problems. There better not be any PR stunts, because otherwise there'll be serious problems. Secondly, Have you heard what happened to Hulk Hogan?
I have,
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Unfortunately.
Although, do you know what? After the stuff that I didn't realize about him that's come out since he's passed away, I never speak ill of the dead, but like it has kind of changed my opinion a little bit. After, it like I'm not gonna lie, there's some real effed up stuff about Hulk Hogan I didn't know about. So like, it's just one of them ones I'm just gonna like, just not say.
Let's not talk about that then. And then Jota as well. That's obviously me being Portuguese. That's really sad as well. That really, and his brother, of course.
And you know what's crazy, Bruno? What's crazy about it, Bruno, is the other day I was watching something. I was watching Liverpool, every goal Liverpool scored in the title winning season. I just banged it on while I was having my dinner. I thought, let's enjoy some of this. And immediately I was just hit with emotion because our opening goal of the whole season was Jota. So like the whole thing, and it's just so like sombering and like you can't escape it. Do you know what I mean? Because like it's part of the history. He's so ingrained in the history of being such a good player for us. It's like and every time you forget for a moment, there's something reminds you and you feel sad again. You know what I mean? It's horrible, man. Horrible. It's going to take us a very, very, very long time before this doesn't bother us, So, and then obviously he scored the goal off the bench against Nottingham Forest. And then I'm celebrating it, but I'm feeling sadness at the same time. Then he gets the goal against Everton, wins the Merseyside derby. And I'm watching the compilation and I'm just like, and man did all that this season with a punctured lung as well. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like,
ouch. The other thing I've got to say is this: how do I become a moderator on this channel?
Leave it with me, bro, and I'll get it sorted. We do it on our end, so I'll get you sorted with that one, bro. Keep reminding me if I forget, but I'll get you modded up, bro.
Yeah, because obviously I'll be the super nanny of the channel, take care of those. Remember what happened with George?
I see you making sure no one's rude in the chat. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, man.
Remember what happened with George as an example? Talking about Carol's wife. I reported his ass, kicked him out of here for bullying and harassment.
I see you, bro. I see you.
Callum was like, nah, keep him in the chat now. I'm reporting his ass. Bye-bye. See you later. And the other thing is this. The season starts in 2 weeks. We need to make sure we have everything. I think it's 3 weeks, 2 weeks. We need to make sure we have everything in line. Defense, midfield, attack. I do not want to see 2021 season happening again. Remember what happened in that season? Didn't strengthen in defense and we fell off a cliff. Remember, we don't celebrate being the bridesmaid here. We are the bride. We are the ones receiving the trophy. Yeah? We are the ones receiving the trophy. Everton, they are the bridesmaids. Yeah? They're the ones presenting the trophy to Liverpool. Liverpool's the ones receiving. In fact, not Everton. We might as well talk about Arsenal because they're the bridesmaid. Because they're the ones that gave the trophy to us last season. Anyway, my time's up. I'll see you next month.
Yeah, man. Big up, Bruno. Big up yourself as always, man. Love G.
See ya.
See ya.
Big up, Bruno, man. Always a pleasure to have Bruno on. Very, very supportive of the channel. As always, much appreciated. Right. I think his link is back now. Man, like Sammy, you there, bro?
Boy, Jeff Current went just now, huh?
Oh, is it? What, everything just lock off, yeah?
Yeah, and I had a feeling I was next, boy. So when I come back just now, I went and skipped back and I say shit.
Yeah. No worries, though, G. No worries. What's good, man? What's good?
Yeah, I just did relaxing, boy. I seen real quad talk, boy. Trouble talk, Liverpool.
Hey,
you know how it goes, G. You know how it goes.
Right. But I didn't even really have a question, but when I see the I think 2 callers ago, but he was saying words to become he could become Liverpool greatest player. I wonder if all they think if it possible, like somebody who could become Liverpool greatest now. Because with Real Madrid, I actually think it's impossible with Real Madrid. The only player I think could do it was probably if he get Mbappe when he leave Monaco.
What? So who would you say is Real Madrid's best all-time player then? Or that's what you're saying? You don't think you can actually say there is one?
No, I see CR7, but I don't think it's possible to catch him unless like a great talent come from like age 18 now.
Would you say Di Stefano would be greater than Ronaldo?
Well, people who was old enough to watch the debate between like old Real Madrid fans is between two of them. Yeah.
Because
that's interesting. Yeah, you know what? Because nostalgia plays a massive role, right? It does, because foundation laying is always a part of it. So with Di Stefano, he's the guy who allows Real Madrid to go on and be who they are. Do you get what I mean? And that's like us with people like Kenny and Souness and these players. You know what I mean? They're the ones who were the ones who everything was built upon. Do you get what I mean? So
I don't know if you want to pause the time drift, but I know for a fact, historically, I know Di Stefano wasn't just a player. I think he was also he was almost like a board executive member, because he was a part of the signings as well. He would sign players himself.
Yeah.
Puskás was signed because of him.
And he actually joined Real Madrid older and still had a legacy. It's not like he joined when he was young.
He's a bit similar to Kenny, because Kenny, even though what Kenny done as a player was amazing, but he's an ambassador for the club. Like what he's done for the club overall.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, look what Kenny had to go through with the whole Hillsborough situation, bro. Do you get what I mean? Like he went to every funeral.
Yeah,
like that is a whole nother level of like of being a great person. Do you know what I mean? He went to every funeral of everyone that we lost. Like, and remember, the pressure got so much for him that apparently that is why he stepped down, because it was so emotionally draining that even though he could cope with it, afterwards he was like, yeah, I just need a break. Do you know what I mean? Like that was a lot for him to deal with.
It's one of the reasons why we lost the title in '89, because of what happened.
Yeah,
it just took a massive toll on him. But yeah. Interesting 100%. Question.
Yeah, that it will be real tough to pass two of them. If Mbappe they join straight from Monaco, he would have a chance. But I doubt. I don't even think Vinny could reach her.
No, I think you're right. I think for the modern fans, it would definitely be Cristiano, innit? Because them numbers and what you won while he was there. Although, mate, do you know what? Could Zidane not be? Because Zidane went on to win as a manager as well. Was Zidane not be Real Madrid's greatest ever player?
He could be. He's one of the greatest figures. But if we just talking playing career, Modric ahead of him, those are players.
Oh, yeah, that's a shout. Modric.
That's a shout still. Modric probably does go. Yeah, that's a shout. You know.
Zidane legacy. Yeah, when he had in France and them thing, that was Zidane greatness coming away.
Yeah, as an overall legacy, Zidane is way above Cristiano because he's done it as a manager, and he did it with his country winning the World Cup. But yeah, I guess as a Real Madrid player, then Cristiano would probably be above him. Modric.
Plenty players above him. Benzema will be above Zidane.
Yeah, even Cruz, I guess, isn't it? Cruz.
Yeah. Marcelo, Ramos. Zidane only spent 5 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because he was around. He went to Juve. He went to Bordeaux. He was at Bordeaux. Then he went to Juve. Then he went to Madrid.
Yeah, because Zidane went there quite old, didn't he? Zidane must have been about 27, 28 when he went Real Madrid. So he was quite old when he went, isn't it? So yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, scraps though. Only 2 La Ligas for CR7 though, Sammy. I know you're a man who prefers the league over the Champions League as well. Can CR really be that GOAT when he's only got 2 La Ligas?
Yeah, but the man averaging like over 20. Like if he play 4, I forget his stat. The man averaging more goals and games.
I hear that.
I say this though, Sammy. You talk about La Liga. I'm looking at the stats right here. I know it's a different time, but Di Stefano's got 8 La Liga titles. You know.
Yeah, real plenty.
Like, he's got a lot.
Interesting. Very interesting. Don't get me wrong. I know he collected. Was it 4 Champions Leagues he won with Real Madrid?
Who's that?
CR7.
Oh, CR.
Yeah.
Was it 4? Was it 5? Was it 4 or 5?
4.
I'm not gonna lie, 4 Champions Leagues is exceptional. I can't even lie. That is 4 Champions Leagues is crazy.
And the moment CR7 had too much big Champions League moments, but
yeah, he's got a lot.
But yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't think anyone will ever truly overtake Kenny because Kenny did it as a manager as well. But it's an interesting topic.
Salah do have a chance, boy. If he stay at 3 years again.
The only way Salah could overtake Kenny for me is if he goes into management. I do think that's the only way. What Kenny had to deal with Hillsborough and being a player manager, winning the league. I think that's just always going to sit Kenny above everyone, really.
He also rebuilt the team himself.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be difficult, man.
Interesting one. But you know what? That's another topic we can chop up, Sammy, and we can do another, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't mind dedicating a whole show to Real Madrid's greatest ever player. We can do that.
Yeah, but tomorrow, the show on for tomorrow, most likely.
Yeah. The show's on for tomorrow. Oh, yeah, guys, we're going to be doing a manager special tomorrow on my Big Up channel. Ram will be there. Sammy will be there. There'll be a few more special guests as well. So make sure you join us 7 p.m.
And I know plenty Fergie haters gonna be there, but I'm prepared for it. Don't worry, I'm ready for it tomorrow.
That'll be fun, man. So, guys, make sure you're there for that one over on my Big Up channel, 7 p.m. tomorrow, guys. It's going to be fun, man. Sammy, I'll see you tomorrow, my brother. Big up, man.
Later.
Yeah, big up, G. Big up, bro.
Do you know what else was another fun fact? About Di Stefano. Apparently, this is mad. When they signed Puskás, the executive board, like the execs of Real Madrid called Puskás fat. And he said they said he was too fat to play for us. And then Di Stefano told them to shut the fuck up. Told them to shut up and watch him play football. And I think he got all of them fired as well. Like he fired all of them.
Mad.
That's the power that guy had.
That's
crazy.
That's mad.
That's crazy.
All right, you know what, bro? I'm gonna bring in the next caller, but I'm just gonna quickly run to the toilet. So
yeah, that's cool, bro. I'll hold down.
I'll bring the timer up for you just to keep everything on stage as well. Man, like Dean, well gone, G. Big up yourself, bro.
Yeah,
big
man.
Up. What's good?
Man.
Up, boys.
Rams, it's been a while, bro. You've been hiding.
I've been hiding, bro. Just been doing my thing, man. Just got a little bit more time on my hands now. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, man.
You know, it's crazy. Are you and Enz related? Because I always confuse the two of you. Are you brothers or something?
Unfortunately, we are not related.
Really?
No, we're not.
I always confuse the two of you, right? Every time when I see Rams, I'm like, Enz. I'm like, no, that's not Enz.
But Enz has got the, what's it called? He ain't got the Jerry. He's got the cornrows. I've got
but it's the mannerisms. That's why I thought you were brothers. You've got like similar, calm, chilled. You know,
we're just calm Liverpool fans, man. But people are stressing about Liverpool. I'm normally the calm one, innit? So
yeah, that's nice, man. You look, I just wanted to say a few things. But I hope I have enough time. I think Newcastle wanted to play the big guns. They wanted. I don't think they were trying to play a long game, or whatever. I think they genuinely thought they were going to hold on off Isaac and then get EkitK as well. But I think they overestimated their capabilities. I think, and then now they end up losing. I don't think there's a game plan. I think I heard what Drifty was saying. I don't think there's a long game plan. I don't think there's none of that. And just looking at our squad, I think if we stop playing FIFA and whatever it is that we're playing, I think we might be surprised this season. I don't think we're ready to witness what Slot is about to do with this squad. I think he knows exactly what he's about to do, and I'm happy to have players from the back to front. I think we only have maybe a couple of players that don't know how to hold the ball with like poor first touches. I think it's mostly Konate's passing is good, but I think his first touch can be iffy sometimes. But other than that, and Robo is not as techy, because you can see Robo is got this weird thing that he does every time he holds the ball. he finds like his strong side. It's like he moves like a duck. You know that thing that he does when he wants to pass the ball.
Yeah.
I think those are the two players. But
Good.
overall,
Unfortunately, I can't
yeah.
turn it off. So
Yeah,
we'll
it's okay, man.
until it drifts it back. But keep going, it's fine.
Yeah. So overall, I think we should be cooking this season. I think Slot is gonna surprise a lot of people because now he's got the tools to change things. You remember all those in-game changes that he used to do? I think now he's got the best tools to do that. If this doesn't work, he's gonna be cooking. So what's your thoughts? My question to you, two questions actually before I leave. What's your thought on Trent regretting leaving? And what would you do if you're a Trent in this situation now, looking at you abandoned your childhood club and thinking that the grass is greener on the other side? What would you do in this situation?
Okay.
How would you feel? And I mean, just put yourself in Trent's shoes and then I don't want to hear what you think when you look at Liverpool at the moment. And what are your expectations next season? If we get everything that you want to get over the line, let's say we get even Rodrigo, we get Gehi, Isaac, what would be your expectations? Realistic expectations based on obviously taking into account injuries, all these other things that comes, through the season, poor form sometimes, and some players might perform, some players might not. Taking all that into consideration, what would be your realistic expectations for next season? And same thing with you drifting. Those are my two questions. What would you do if you're a Trent in this situation? Given I think there's a journalist Steele something, Louis Steele, who said he might be regretting leaving Liverpool given the way he's being treated and already Madrid fans are already turning on him, and we saw this coming. We saw this coming. So yeah, those are my two questions, man. Thank you so much, guys. I'll be watching.
Dean,
Yeah, man. Big up, G.
Before you go, Dean, you asked
Yes.
about the expectations.
Yes.
When you talk about the signings, does that include us signing Isaac? Like we can sign whoever we want, or is it?
Yeah, no.
has to
The
be realistic?
expectations. Let's say we signed Gay, Rodrigo, and Isaac right now. On
Okay.
top of all the signings, what would be your expectations going forward? Like,
Okay.
trophy-wise and Achilles, whatever it is, realistic ones, taking into account the injuries and all the other stuff.
Sure.
And yeah, like
Cool.
realistic ones.
Cool.
Not quads and what.
No, we choked
You
that
know.
out now, then, my brother. Big up yourself, Dean, as always, man. Appreciate the support as
Cheers,
always,
gents,
brother.
man.
Big up,
Appreciate you
bro.
guys.
Really
Big
nice
up,
one.
man. Big up. Yeah, so apologies, people. I know I could hear the digga when I was on my way back. But yeah, no, big up. So yeah, the questions round was Trent the first one, yeah? I'm guessing.
Yeah, the Trent is the first one. Sorry, but my dad just noticed that I took his brandy glass. So I was like, yo,
Hey, don't get yourself killed, bro. Don't get yourself killed.
Don't worry. I got the stream live, so you can't do that. I don't know about that. I might. I'll message you. I'll message you if I'm still alive. Trent was the first one. Does Trent regret? What's your thoughts on Trent, and what do you, if you were in his shoes, what would you do after seeing what Liverpool's doing right now?
Well, if I was in Trent's shoes, I would have been a snake.
You can't do that.
And what do snakes deserve? They deserve to crawl on their belly, bruv. That's what they deserve. And what else do you do when you're on your belly? You beg, right? So maybe if he begs, we'll forgive him.
Right.
But you know what? He ain't never coming back.
All right. Okay.
You made your bed. Now you lie in it. You know what this is? This is one of them teachable moments. Yeah. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. Now, I don't even know if it's true. It might just be rumors and people are just trying to like wind people up or whatever. Maybe he is happy. I don't know. But how's that Rosetta Stone doing for you, my brother? Is one of the questions I'd ask you. How's getting torn up every week, but nobody's defending you? How's that feel, my brother? I'd also ask that. Rashford, do your worst, brother. Do your worst. Ain't life funny, bro? Look at this. I've defended Trent against the Manc for years, bro. For years. And and you know as well, bro, this isn't me even capping. I've always rated Rashford. Like the fact that he's a Manc, I always try to put it to one side. I rate Rashford. I think Rashford's a good player, and I think he's been ruined by poor coaching and a shocking whatever you want to call's going on at Man United, hierarchy, ownership, whatever. I think Rashford is a good player. So now he's at Barca. Please, in the El Clasico, let it be Rashford on that left wing, cooking the shit out of Trent, bro.
Hansi Flick. Oi, Rashford on those Hansi Flick steroid inducers, bro.
This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. Cook
you know
that brother. You know what I mean? But come on, man. We all know, yeah, we all know deep down, Trent went for the Hollywood lifestyle. It's just it's speculation. You know, we're making a judgment that we actually don't know any facts about. But I think he went for the Hollywood lifestyle. I think the glam and the glitz, it drew him in. Shout out Jermaine Pennant, because Jermaine Pennant turned down Real Madrid, which shows it can be done. You know what I mean? Shout out Jermaine Pennant, who I actually think is very underrated as a player. And I'm not just saying this because he said what he said. He's a Liverpool fan. Yeah. He played for Liverpool. Was never really given a fair chance by Rafa and was a man of the match in a Champions League final. A lot of people forget that. So shout out Jermaine Pennant, because Jermaine Pennant was actually a very talented footballer who just had a bit of craziness in his life. You know what I mean? He didn't quite reach the heights his talent should have really got him. And he said no to Real Madrid. So if he could say no to Real Madrid, that means other good players could say no, right? So I don't want to hear this excuse. It's Real Madrid. You can't say no. Nah, man. You say no when it's your boyhood club who you're supposed to love. Big up, I see the Hassan Raid. Big up everyone.
Hassan, big up the Raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll give you another name drift. John Charles Brian Barnes.
There you go.
He got offered loads of money. He got offered everything at Real Madrid. Still turned it down for us.
Exactly. Gerrard turned down Real Madrid for Liverpool. It can be done.
He turned down London. He turned down Milan. He turned down Madrid. He turned all three down, man.
Yep, 100%. Big up Jay in the building. Welcome, G. I see you,
man. How's everyone?
So you know what? With all due respect to Trent, fuck him. I couldn't care less if he regrets it. I really couldn't. Do you know what I'll say to it? I'll say thank you, Trent. I'll say thank you for allowing the pathway for my boy Bradley to go on to be the Don I know he's going to go to be, for allowing us to sign Frimpong, who is just vibes galore and is also a brilliant player, which now gives us options where we could switch it up, have different playing styles. And I'll say thank you, Trent, for letting us see your true colors, because we always thought you were one of us and we were mistaken. So when the parade's happening, when the love is happening, I mean, is Trent even allowed back in the city? Hey, we got Matisse in the building as well. Big up yourself, my G. Go on. Like, come on. Is Trent allowed back in the city? Is he?
Bro.
Is he allowed to see his mum without putting on a disguise? Is he allowed to come home and see his cousins? Or is he flying them man out with all that money he got from his signing on fee? Is he just flying them out?
Right. Now that Jeff's got his little rant about
Trent. I could keep going. It's late.
Yo.
I could keep going, bro. It's late, though. You know what I mean?
Nah. Okay. Now that Jeff's rant's done, my opinion, if I was Trent, you've made your bed. You need to lie in it. You can't be thinking about us no more. You decided to turn your back. Now, enjoy your new girl. Enjoy your new girl. How's it? Like you chose to leave your boyhood club for the bright lights of Madrid. Now you've got to deal with the pressures. We said this. The Madridistas aren't gonna be protecting you every single day of the week. If you put a stinker, they will be throwing napkins at your face, bro. They will let you know that you're dead. The amount of times, do you know what's funny? The amount of times we defended this guy, even when we knew deep down this guy's put up stinkers, we defended him week in, week out, being like he's the Don Dada at right back. And he does that, man. Look, at the end of the day, he's made his choice. All he can do now is think about what he can do in Madrid. And if he looks back and starts to regret, well, tough on you. You made your choice. It is what it is.
Yep. It is what it is. And again, I will never, ever say he's not a good player. He is a supreme footballer. But he snaked us. He did us dirty. Go and enjoy your life in Spain, man. Go and enjoy your life in Spain. It is what it is. And if he looks at what we're doing right now and he wishes he was a part of it, that makes me feel better. I know that makes me sound like an arsehole, but if he regrets it already, it makes me feel even better. It actually does.
I guarantee the players don't care about him no more. I get because the dynamics within the team, bro. The players love Viz. The players love Frimpong. They love Kirkes.
Well, bro, if you look at it, remember Salah and Jones were mocking him on the bus already, and he was still here. Do you remember? They were like, look at this guy, get a load of this guy. You know, one of them ones like they knew Isach was coming from before him. They were like, get a load of this guy. Like, what's going on here? Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is, man. You made your bed, now you've got to lie in it, bro. You know what I mean? We're over here in silk sheets. You know what I mean? What's a top thread count, bro? Like 5,000 or so. I don't even know what like the
was
top
it Egyptian? Was it Egyptian silk?
Egyptian silk. We're laying in those sheets right now. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? When we have the ladies round, they ain't even got to wrap their hair, bro. That's how crisp our pillowcases are. Do you know what I'm saying? So we'll be fine. You know what I mean?
Sit comfy on that Corinthian leather sofa, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. We don't wear nothing but cashmere now, bro. So do your thing, man. Do your thing. What was Dean's other question again?
D, expectations for next season. So if we signed Rodrigo, Gay, and Isaac, what would be the expectation? You have to take into account injuries and everything else.
My lord, did you just say Gay, Isaac, and Rodrigo?
He said no quad talk. I was gonna say,
no, but Dean, that's the only thing that would be. If we get Rodrigo, Gehi, and Isaac, bro, anything less than the treble is a failure.
Yo, bro,
I can't even lie. We actually have to live with that pressure, guys. We have to. I know we're not used to it. The pressure is normally on City, Chelsea, Man U. Even though we are under pressure, but like they're the ones normally spending that big bucks that brings that level of pressure. But I can't lie, we have to live with that pressure. We have to win the treble. We have to. If we sign all of those players, we have to win the treble. We absolutely have to win the treble. We do. There's no two ways about it. At the absolute minimum round, without the season being seen as a failure, would be a double.
I think the boys would love it as well. They would love the pressure. Imagine having so many talented players in your squad. They'll be like, yeah, when
you look at players like Alisson, Virgil, Salah, Robo, they welcome that level of pressure. Do you get what I mean? Like those leaders, the winners, they would love that. Wirtz is used to winning because obviously he's won with Leverkusen now.
Bro,
so he knows how to get it done. Soberslai's a winner now because he's won with us. You know what I mean? He knows what to do now. McAllister's won. What has McAllister not won now? Champions. That's the only thing left now. McAllister, Champions League. That's it. He's a winner, knows how to get it done. Like, I think they would love the pressure, Ram. I think you're right. I think the boys would invite that pressure. I think that's what they live for. That's what they're here for.
Facts.
Yeah, double would be the only way the season wasn't a failure, and a treble would be the expectation.
Do you know what I'm also happy about? A lot of the fans are welcoming the pressure now. They love it. They love the fact that we are the big dogs. We have the target on our back. We've got the players, and we got the players good enough to win the league and go on and win the year, this year, the year after, the year after, the year after that, the year after that. We'll just continuously win, bro. It's like what DJ Khaled Ludacris said. All I do is win, no matter what.
And you know the crazy thing is as well. We've got two more callers. Boys sitting patiently backstage. Big up you guys. Apologies for the long out. Like big up my brother Matisse, Flex, loads of like other content creators that I've been watching their stuff because obviously I support the brothers always, regardless of whether it's Liverpool or not. And I've been watching them all. And there isn't even an ounce of hating going on from everyone. Everyone's actually just putting down the rivalry from it going, no, this is unprecedented. Yeah. And they're just applauding it because they're like, what more can you do but just give credit to a team who, for once, are moving the way they're supposed to? And how do you stop this? Even the rivals are realizing, like, how can you stop? If we get Isaac over the line, Rodrigo is like beyond icing on the cake. Like, Rodrigo would be like the person bringing you out your dinner. All of a sudden, there's Gordon Ramsay. And you're like, oh, shit. I didn't even realize you was the chef. Like, that's the, you know what I mean? But if we get Isaac, that icing on the cake right there, already it's like, how do you stop Liverpool? How do you stop us? Do you know what I mean? So big up to the rivals, man. Even they're not hating right now. Even they're just sitting back and saying, you can't say nothing but good things about this. And this is scary hours. You know what I mean? Saeed, big up all the rivals. They're all just like, this is scary hours. How do you stop this if they get this done? Like,
even to an extent, I mean, he's the most shameless person on YouTube, on the internet as well. Even Lewis is like, yo, welcome to spending big money. welcome. Like, even he's like, yo,
it's so real, bro.
Mad.
You know what I mean?
Mad.
It's so real.
Yeah,
it's so real. Right, let's get in the last two callers real quick so we can end up. Man, like Peterson in the building. You there, G?
Peterson, man.
Hey, what's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Well, go on, G. You good?
Yeah. But you guys, been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute, bro. Good to hear you, man. You good? Yeah.
Yeah, everything is all right. Guys, I wanted to discuss about the team that we might have, let's say, next 2 days, minutes, hours. I'm not sure. I think this might be actually the first ever super team, like in the Premier League. We have seen some, like let's say with Barca, Real Madrid, maybe Man United in the past. They did something similar to that, but this is going to be the greatest team ever in the Premier League. I believe so. That's first of all. Second of all, I think prestige right now. Tell me what you guys think about how players, when they're about to sign to a club, how much prestige is really important to them. Because I've seen how's it going for Newcastle United. They've been trying to sign few players. And in my humble opinion, I think if it was for Man United, half the players they tried to sign, it would have already been done if they had the money. I think a lot of players don't want to sign for Newcastle because, yes, they may have the money, but in terms of prestige, they're not there yet. They would rather sign for Man U, even though Man U's not even like in Champions League or even Europe. So that's my second question. The last question is that for the contract of Ibu. I mean, man, imagine you thinking about leaving Liverpool right now. You just signed Wirtz. You just signed Isaac, Frimpong, Kirkes. In thinking about even signing maybe Rodrigo, I'm not sure. You just signed also EkitK, and you're thinking about leaving Liverpool. I think that would be mad. And I've seen him talking to Hugo, how happy he was to have a French teammate. I really think just those signings, I think he might stay just because of that. And if he leaves, you're leaving an actual super team. For Real Madrid, they won nothing last year. Nobody respect Madrid because everybody saw what they're doing with the refereeing. Nobody actually likes them. So that's what I think. Tell me what you guys think. That was my 2 questions. And other than that, guys, really appreciate talking to you. And Drift, next time we talk, please make me a mod.
You're not a mod. All right. Holler at me behind the scenes, and I'll bring you. So many of the channel regulars I didn't realize weren't modded, man. Yeah, man. I'll get that done, G. I'll get that.
Let's do this, bro. Thank you, guys. Huh?
Yeah, man. Big up, bro. Big up, man.
Right.
Just want to say, Drift.
You lot must be sick of that noise after last time.
Remember a month ago I sent you a message. Alexis McAllister rejects offers from Bayern Munich and Real Madrid to stay at Liverpool.
Yeah, we need to get that McAllister new contract sorted out ASAP, you know, bro.
Maybe a lot of players are buying into it now. And maybe they are starting to see that the team has started to become...
Let's start at the back and make our way forward then. So, Ibu's situation. Let's talk about that first, because obviously Peterson spoke about the Ibu situation. It would be insane for you to see what we're building now and leave, right? It would be. Especially when we know how much he loves the club. If it was a random player who'd been treated badly, then I'd get it. But we're talking about a player who clearly loves the club. The club loves him. The fan base love him. I would find it really strange, unless the club are lowballing him to the point where we're taking the mickey out of him. As long as the club have offered him anywhere from around 160, 170 grand a week up, I would be very disappointed if he decides to go. Very, very disappointed. 170 up wages, and I think I'll be so disappointed if he decided to go. I really would be. Are you worried about it? I think he's going to stay, though. I do. I think he'll stay.
I don't know if you heard, Drift. We offered him a new contract.
I did. I don't know what the terms and conditions are, but I have heard, yeah.
And a lot of the journals are saying he's actually interested in staying. He just wants to be valued at the club.
And I understand.
It's the money. I think he wants to be. I think he wants to be paid the right amount because at the end of the day, he's a starter for Liverpool. I think he's on about 80k, 70k a week.
He's on 88k.
Yeah, I think
which for that's he should actually be on 200 grand a week. He should be 180.
Oh
yeah, or even 180. Yeah,
he should be on a significant increase on his salary. 100%. Yeah. I think everyone in the chat would say, yeah, he deserves a significant increase. I think what we're worried about is whether his head was turned. But the fact that it gives me confidence that he's happy to stay, but he just wants a decent contract, is making me wonder whether the club would want to sign him on. It's up to the club at the end of the day. If you want to pay the money, pay the money. If not, then
yeah, no, it's real. Peterson's other point was the Newcastle situation. We did kind of touch on that already, bro, at the beginning of the show. I do think it's not a good look for them right now, though, the way they're struggling. And I think this PSR and this FFP stuff has finally kicked in terms of this is what Wenger foresaw happening, right? It just took longer to happen than it is. But yeah, clubs can't just do what they want now. Here's what I would say should be done, right? You lot might completely disagree with me on this, but this is what I think should be allowed, right? I think if a club is taken over, I think that club should be allowed to splash the cash for the first 18 to 24 months that the ownership are there. So and I'm not saying that anything, there should still be some relative limit, right? Because you can't just be like absolutely done with it. But I think that they should be allowed to say, let me give you like a random figure, for example. I think they should be allowed to spend 300 million every summer for 2 summers. So when they get their foot in the door, they can bring the club up to a certain level, which is what new ownership you would like to hope could do, right? But then once they've done that, then it levels out and then they've got to start being sustainable. So it can't just be stupid and they can't just take over and the world gets silly. Because it is an unfair advantage that Chelsea and Man City have now over Newcastle, for example, that they were allowed to do that at the beginning. Let's not forget, when they first took over, they were allowed to do what they wanted. And that is pretty much the reason why PSR even came in. PSG, Chelsea and Man City is the reason PSR and FFP and all this stuff was even invented, because they started to be crazy, right, with the money. But I do think Newcastle should be allowed to catch up a little bit. It's very elitist for it to be, you can never become a part of the club ever again because there's no room to.
Yeah.
Oh, do you get what I mean? So, and again, I haven't even perfected the thoughts on it. That's just something I've been thinking. For a few summers, they should be allowed to spend big, within reason, catch up a bit, then level out. Do you get what I mean? 300 mil for 2 summers in a row would be a lot of spending to allow you to be able to catch up a bit, bring in some big boys, make your team a bit better. But yeah, you can't just go keep spending every single...
Would you say a bit like an overdraft, like a PSR overdraft?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
But then you're gonna have to pay it back.
Well, maybe not even pay it back. Just like you kind of get away with it a bit, if you get what I mean. Like,
I don't know. I think
Newcastle should be allowed to catch up a bit, bro. They should.
I like the idea. I like the idea of having like an overdraft where a club can put in as much money as possible at the very get-go, but you have to get that money back. It has to be. You have to show some form of sustainability in order to...
Oh, what? So maybe they can spend what they want, but then over 10 years, they'd have to pay it back or something like that. So they can go ham, but they've got to be wary that they do have to be
And is
maybe
interest and all that kind of crap as well.
I just think there should be, and do you know why I say this, bro? Because I don't want to sound like an elitist because I'm a fan of one of the greatest clubs who's already got the fan base and the heritage and all the other things that allow us to be able to operate the way we do. If you are a Brentford, if you are a Nottingham Forest, if you are any of those clubs, you want to be able to be a big club as well.
Yeah.
And not being allowed to is kind of effed up. You know what I mean? That it kind of is.
It is.
Aston Villa have got crazy rich owners, but they can't get involved. Newcastle have got crazy rich owners, but they can't get involved. Everton's got crazy rich owners, but they can't get involved. And I do think it's a little bit elitist where the Real Madrids, the Liverpools, the Man Uniteds, the Barcelonas, we all sit on the top perch and go, well, because we've got history, none of you lot can ever catch up with us. Do you get what I mean? Isn't that what's wrong with society? Don't the rich do that to us? Isn't that what we hate about government? That the wealthy people sit at the top with the silver spoon and they just shit all over the working class people and couldn't care less what our sufferings were. Do you get what I mean? Like, ain't it a very similar? Do you get what I mean? But just in a sporting way. Like, I don't think it's fair for the rich people to just sit at the top and go in their ivory tower and go, no one else is getting up here. That's it. Enough. Yeah, boom. We'll just stay up here. Thank you. Like, I don't think that's right. I really don't think that's right. So I think there should be a way to be allowed the smaller teams, if an owner takes over, to be able to make somewhat of a catch-up. Should they be able to just spend whatever they want? No. Football will be insane if there was no limits, no parameters, no guidelines. It would be stupid. But I don't think it's fair that a club with an owner who's got the money is in a situation where they've got to go and spend, I don't know, like 80 mil in a transfer window when they're worth £1 trillion. Like, that's insane, bro. So I'm just saying, I think there's got to be a way around it. I don't think it's fair. But
I think I hear the idea where you can where clubs should be allowed to flex their muscles so they can get to a level, but there has to be some form of payment back. You know, it's like taking a loan from the bank. Like you take a loan to start something up to get it to a certain level, or you have to pay that money back at some point. Like the bank would need that money back. So I kind of hear it. I think an idea of like an overdraft for the team like Newcastle and Villa, just to quickly get things in order, but they have to pay that money back so that they can prove that they're actually being a well-run club. If they're not able to pay it back, then it forces them to sell players. Like they have to sell players because you didn't use that money wisely, or you didn't sort out your finances properly, if that makes sense. So I'm here for it. I actually think that's a pretty decent idea. In my opinion.
Yeah, we got to find a way. Big up as well, man. Drifty, 100% facts. I appreciate that. I'm just giving my opinion. Do you know what I mean? To just because I do like I've always felt that way. Liverpool used to be a team that didn't spend a lot of money, and I still felt like Newcastle should be allowed to spend.
But this is why I say, like, your example of Everton is why they're such a badly run club, because they spent so much money and they've never progressed, and now they're kind of stuck.
But they're still bounded by it, right? Remember, they had to sell people. So they spent, then realized they're in trouble, then they had to sell. They've never been allowed to sustain it. The Villa situation, look at Villa. Villa had to sell one of their best players just to be within PSR. They didn't want to get rid of, what's his name, to Juve. But they were in a position where they, you know what I mean? But Douglas had to go because it was like, shit, we're going to get a fine here. We're going to get in trouble. Look at Forest. Look what happened with, I just don't think it's fair. But again, and just quickly, because I want to bring in the last caller as well. The greatest team ever. I don't think we can be disrespectful to some of the Chelsea, City, and Man United and Arsenal teams that have existed over the last 30 years in the Premier League. That invincible team was crazy. The Man United 2003, was it 2002, 2003? Tevez, Berbatov,
2007 to 2009.
Oh, was it 2007? That the Chelsea team after Abramovich took over was insane.
Yeah.
Do you remember that team that Abramovich built for Chelsea? That team was crazy, bro. City, the super team, we had to go up against City. Like, I do think there have been other teams that could be compared to this. But from a Liverpool point of view, this is Liverpool's this could possibly be Liverpool's greatest team.
Greatest ever team.
Yeah, this could be Liverpool's greatest. And that's and you know what? That's even looking back on just how good our 2017 to 2021 team was.
Yeah.
You know? That team was spectacular. That Klopp team, that Klopp built was insane. I don't know. Man. I don't know. It's a funny one. I think that's one we maybe look back on in like 10, 15 years and then we'll have a conversation and we'll be like, what did we win? What came of it? You know what I mean?
Exactly. I think right now is a bit premature to talk about greatest ever super team because, like, you look at United's team and Chelsea's team and Arsenal's team like that. Chelsea, I think for me, is Chelsea and United's team 04 to 07 and Chelsea team and 06 to 09 United team, even to an extent 98 to 2001 United. That team was stacked as well. You got Beck's on the right, Giggs on the left, Scholes, Keane, York, Cole, Irwin.
Yeah, their Man United teams are crazy.
Like those Schmeichel as well. Those teams are crazy, man.
By the way, guys, I've got the supers saved as well, guys. I definitely won't be forgetting those supers as well. Just want to get this last caller in because he's been waiting absolutely patient. Yeah, big up yourself. Welcome to the show. BMO, are you there?
Please don't tell me he's cut.
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh.
Yeah. There you go. Big up, G.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I've been waiting forever, man.
I know. Apologies, my G. You know what? I'm going to give you an extra minute for being patient, man. Big up yourself, bro. Well,
thanks for having me on Kop-Ish.
I
appreciate it, man. But my question really is, like, how we putting everything on Isach? Like, he's going to come in and, like, change everything. I know he's the best player out there and all that. But I hear you said that since we have Isaac and our front line is so good, we are expected to go ahead and win the treble. Isn't that a lot of pressure? I feel like we just putting a lot of pressure on the team in this moment.
I hear you, bro. But don't we live for this pressure, though, G, to be the best?
Yeah, I mean, I want to be. I want all the trophy. Trust me, I want all the trophy. But I'm not gonna be like, because he's a player too. Like other teams have good players. Like United have a good player, good team. Now Man City, they all, they all can come back. Arsenal, all of that. So for me to just say, I'm not trying to put too much on my boys, but I do want the treble, and I'm gonna just leave it as that. But yeah, I really love Kop-Ish. I watch you guys all the time. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. And man.
Okay, big up, G. No, I appreciate that, man.
Now, shout out to you guys. Though. I appreciate you guys having me on, and that's all I wanted to say.
Okay. No, that's love, man. Appreciate your patience and waiting. Appreciate the support as well, man. It always makes me feel really happy when I hear there's people around the world that watch us because it's like, wow, this is like, it's humbling, man. You know what I mean?
I need to go Baltimore, man. That's the home of soul food right there, bro. I need to go.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Maryland. I've heard a lot of good things.
Yeah, big up you guys, man. Like I love Kop-Ish, bro.
But I appreciate that, man. Appreciate the patience as well, man. G. Hopefully we'll get you on next month. Jump in next month and I'll push you to the front of the queue, bro. You won't have to wait till the end.
Hey, thanks for everything, Drift, man. You're my favorite on Kop-Ish too, man. I love everybody, but you're my favorite, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, G. I appreciate that. That's love, man. That's love.
But
now, big up, G. See you next month, man. Big up, bro.
Big up, yeah, man.
Big up, G. Big up.
Big up.
That's love, man. That's love. Yeah, man. When I hear we got like people who watch the show from around the world, it's humbling, man. I love it. I mean, obviously, like I know we do, you know what I mean? But like when it gets reaffirmed, you know what I mean? It's a good feeling, man.
It hits you like it's real life.
Yeah, it does. Even like when you bump into some people, like I remember I bumped into someone and it was in England, but he was from Canada. And it's like, oh shit, do you know what I mean? It's just random. And it's just like, yo, I'm from Canada, man. It's just like, I'm never going to try and do that accent because I'll butcher it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In terms of what he was saying about putting extra pressure on the players, though, like they are humans. Maybe we shouldn't put. Are we getting carried away because they're superstars and putting Isaac putting too much pressure on them, or is it the type of pressure that is deserved? What do you think?
The only pushback I have, I hear what he's saying. They're human. You can't put so much on them. If you look at it objectively and you compare it to the likes of your Cities, your Chelseas, your Arsenals, our starting 11, I say this, we got the best goalkeeper in the world. We've got the best centre back in the world. We've got one of the best centre midfielders in the world. We've got one of the best right wingers we got the best right wing in the world, sorry. And we now got one of the best strikers in the world as well. And all of these players are the best in the league. We just recently signed one of the highest performing left backs in the Premier League last season as well. And we've also signed one of the best number 10s in the world. On that note, you've got to put some pressure on these guys because these are certified ballers, man. They're certified players. They are the creme de la creme of the market and football in general. I know that you're asking a lot in terms of trebles and all that kind of stuff. But you look at what we done last season. We got to a League Cup final, obviously lost in the end. Funny enough, to the guy, one of the reasons why is because the guy that we're signing scored the winning goal against us. We lost to Plymouth in the FA Cup. Because of the bad day in the office.
That was just one of those games.
Yeah, it's one of those days. Bad day in the office, but
losing Joey to injury so soon in the match and
exactly,
all that. Yeah.
Exactly. And also, we lost to the best team in Europe. And by the way, we took them to penalties.
We gave them their biggest challenge, 100%.
Yeah. So, I think is warranted that we can put some pressure on these guys. I think these guys. I said this on the terrace. I believe in this team. I've been so calm about it, and I haven't been concerned about anything that City or Arsenal do because the players that we've got is good enough. We have got probably the best starting 11 in the world. And we probably got the best squad in the league. And I will double down on it. I will double down on it. We've got the best defense. We've got the best midfield. We've got the best attack.
Well, I think we had that last season as well, bro, if I'm being honest. So we've massively improved on what I already think was the best squad. I said it last summer. I thought we had the best squad last year, bro.
Exactly, man. And it's such a big aspect of our team. Multifunctional players that can play in multiple positions is so key, and we've got that in abundance as well.
We've got some specialists now as well, though, bro. So we've got a good mixture of both. Do you get what I mean? I think it's warranted. We can put some pressure on these guys. These guys are the creme de la creme, as I said. The one thing I'll say BMO's definitely got a point with, though, is that the new signings, let's at least give them a few months.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it can't be like game week 1 verts. You might have got to be like hat tricks and all that. It's like, let's give them a little bit of, you know what I mean? A little, because they are new to the, like, for example, Verts is new to the league and whatnot. Do you know what I mean? EkitK is new to the league.
I think the only players that I can say we should expect them to hit the ground running is probably Kerkez and Isach if we do sign Isach.
Yeah, because they played it before. Yeah,
proven, and also the recommendation that we need and the jobs that they need to do is not too dissimilar to what they did in their previous club. So I think those boys, they'll be fine. But I think Verts will be fine as well. I think we've also allowed for these players to blend in with the squad because we got Bradley who could be back up to Frimpong, and we've got Gakpo who will be starting ahead of EkitK, and obviously Isaac will start ahead of EkitK as well. So, and we've got Soboslai back up to Verts. So we've got options.
Yeah. And we get to see Verts in the morning, guys, or in the afternoon, which is why I better get my ass to bed because I better get some sleep. Let me finish up with these supers and then we will get out of here. Man like Jay says City would fill United's vacuum if they were deleted. Oh yeah, that's going back to what he was saying. Like if we got rid of Man United, I don't know, G. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. And also says Kenny's legacy is beyond the pitch. Facts. We did speak about that definitely. Jay also says Doku is gonna miss Trent.
Yo.
That's crazy when you set that record. It's absolutely insane.
Oh my God.
Big up West Coast. Said it should no longer be called the Premier League. It should be called Liverpool and the rest.
What are we saying? Are we saying that the Premier League is going to be a farmers league?
If we turn this into a farmers league, I'm here for it, G. I'm here for it. I don't know if you saw this one as well. Chicken Tika put this up that from Romano. I don't know if this is new or if this is old, but it's Isach's dream to play for Liverpool. It now depends on Newcastle because the player has informed them of his desire.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I saw the look in his eyes when he did that interview and he was talking, and then he started talking about Anfield. It looked like a brother who, to me, wanted to play for Liverpool. I can't even lie. It did. The way his face lit up when he was talking about it, I was like,
it reminds me. It reminded me when he scored his first goal for Newcastle at Anfield. He didn't really celebrate. I wonder why he didn't really celebrate properly. You know what I mean?
No, they're making sure he didn't burn no bridges. You know, making sure. So Dad, big up, says Ram. What apple juice is that?
Well, this ain't apple juice, bro. I got the good stuff. I got elderflower right here, man.
Do you want to know what? Your dad's a G because that is the drink you're supposed to be drinking alcohol out of. That right there. That's the bourbon glass right there.
He gave me the dirtiest look.
Because you're drinking out of his bourbon glass, bro. I get it. If one of my children did that as well, I'd wrap them up too, bro.
Like I said, I'll send you a message if I'm still alive, bro.
Yeah. In about 20 minutes, just be like, he blind me. Like, just let me know everything's still good. You know what I mean? And big up Asher. Says LOL Drift. I've seen some Madrid fans questioning him defensively. I was talking about Trent, I'm guessing. I get how you feel. Slot benched him as a power move. Rafinha and Rashford will put him in a spliff. Barca should win every El Clasico.
I forgot about Rafinha, bro.
If it's not Rashford, it's Rafinha. He's going to have a whale of a time in that El Clasico, ain't he?
Bro, he's getting stripped and spanked, bro. I swear to God. He's getting...
Do you know what? Boo Rider's so right. It's such a pity Rashford can't do Man United because Man U ain't in the Champions League. If Barca played Man United in the Champions League, because remember, the rules are in Europe, you can play a player on loan. There ain't none of that parent club thing. So Rashford will be allowed to play against Man U. Can you imagine how fun it would be watching Rashford cook Man United in the Champions?
Oh, I would love it, and I think I deserve it, man. That would be cool. Hey, don't forget, man. You know, Lamine Yamal loves to go on that left-hand side as well, bro. I'm just saying. It's open season for Trent.
It's gonna be, Rafinha and Rashford. It's gonna be fun. Now I'm invested in El Clasico. I wasn't really that bothered before. I'm invested now. Anyhow, Trent don't play. Anyhow, he tries to do the whole I've got an injury. Like Matt, he did against PSG. Remember he tried to fake injury in the World Club Cup so he didn't have to get cooked by Kvaratskhelia.
Oh,
That guy right there, man. But nah, it's been a minute, UK Beats. Pick up your damn self, man. It's been a minute. People, it's been an absolute pleasure. Ram, my bro, I've kept you here way longer than I said I would. I appreciate you, bro. I truly do. Big up yourself every time. Obviously, I'll see you tomorrow as well for the manager discussion. So we will be breaking that down as well. And guys, we will be back tomorrow for a special panel show I have for you guys. That's going to be so much fun at 4 p.m. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you also join us at 12:30 on Big Up for the watch along. I just realized how packed my day is going to be tomorrow. I am going to be chefing up some shows for you guys tomorrow. It's going to be an absolute pleasure, though. Appreciate you guys. We've still got 1,300 of you in the building at 1:30 in the morning. That is love right there, people. We peaked out today at 1:15. That is love. Appreciate each and every one of you, all the callers. It's been an absolute pleasure. Great questions, great conversation. We're cooking. We're Liverpool. We're here for it. Ram, again, big up yourself, my brother. I'll see you tomorrow. People, all the super chatters, appreciate you guys as well. Big up. And we will be back tomorrow morning, man. Big up your damn selves. See you on the other side. And we are out of here, people. Peace.